Matt, do you want to handle announcements if there are any? Because my dice are all over the floor and I need to pick them up.
I don't think there's anything in particular to announce this week that I'm aware of.
Nope, I don't think so.
Not unless you want to instigate any new rules.
I don't do that.
Okay.
I just work with what I got.
Who wants to give the recap this time?
I think we should establish a party recorder who always gives this intro. It should be voted upon.
Okay. It should be somebody who can actually remember what happens in the last session.
I have a vague memory. Do we need specifics or details?
Hey, it is this. The recap is for you guys. It is not for me, which is why I do not give the recap.
Who's it for?
It's to remind you guys what happened. Because I know what happened, but I cannot tell you what happened because then you get my perspective of things instead of what actually happened.
Which is you could technically do it, but yeah.
Pretty sure Matt Mercer does it.
Yeah,
he does, but Matthew Colville doesn't.
That's true. Oh, so Matthew Colville is now the authority on DMing now.
Maybe.
Just mess with it.
I pull from everybody, man. Steal from whoever's got what you need.
Can't not make jokes.
Jokes everywhere.
Jokes.
Okay, so who should be the party recorder?
I can typically give them more detailed if you guys want.
I vote Howard.
Howard it is.
Before we start, we need I think it would be a good idea to have a party name.
How about no?
Okay.
I was just gonna make a stupid joke again.
Our team name is the Nose.
The Nose.
The Nose.
No.
Mythos the Nose.
The Wanderers.
It's pretty generic.
I'm still pretty partial. Still pretty partial to the
The
Neats.
Brotherhood of the Traveling Rod.
The Brotherhood of the Traveling Rod?
Yeah.
Is there a traveling rod I'm not aware of?
Ardent.
Oh.
Ardent and Friends.
Are we just doing allusions to old movies and TV shows?
What were you partial to, Zach?
Wandering Neats.
Wandering Meats.
My. Well, we'll think on it. Think of ideas.
Giant killers. I don't know. Sorry, I got...
Somebody just needs a really cool weapon that we can name ourselves after. And then that would be
Y'all suck.
What color is your axe, Zach?
Axe color?
Yeah. It could be the black axe. I don't know.
I know it has the red ruby in it.
We'll call ourselves the Reds.
The Reds are coming.
We're going that far, we should just go all the way to Ruskies.
The commies.
I was thinking
Red Comrades.
Maybe we should think about this, and then next time we'll.
Oh, nobody's gonna think about this, Darian.
Nope.
Why will nobody think about this?
The Red
Because nobody
Society.
cares.
Nobody knows what we should call ourselves.
Because we have like 4
There's
people
nothing-
with different backstories, and what's holding us together is pretty like loose.
Yeah, there's not really any unifying feature about us that we could name ourselves after.
Should have just started you all in a tavern as friends.
I still think we not have a name.
Well, just keep it in your mind, in the back of your head, and if you think of something while we're playing, then you scribble it down and PM me or something. Because names generally grow. Ooh. I didn't break anything.
I don't know.
I think it'd be better if an NPC gave us a name than
That's
us
what I was
calling
about to
ourselves something.
You want me to come up with your name? Is that what you're saying?
Not
Yeah. No, an NPC. Darian,
an NPC.
you know, somebody that's
Yeah.
not you, but technically is. That way it feels more legit.
Because if we just go around and say like what our names are, it's kind of like I think a little pretentious.
Huh.
Yeah.
What if, like, at some point, if you get an idea, at some point, if you develop a base of operations, having like the name of the inn end up being the name of the party.
Okay. Here's
Pretty
Marin's
cool.
suggestion. The retinue.
The
The
retinue.
red what?
The retinue.
It's
The
French, right?
retinue.
You know, because Marin's a noble and none of you else are, so that kind of
We're all his followers.
Beautiful. I love it. All right. Well, when last we left our heroes, Howard, would you care to summarize?
So during our last session, we were traveling through the mountains of the spine of the world, trying to locate the temple to Bahamut. After a couple of prayers to Bahamut through Hadar, we were eventually able to find our way onto one of the tallest mountains, which had the temple at the top. On our way there, we noticed a small, I guess, village? Or,
Monastery.
village. Monastery?
Yeah.
A monastery for monks, which the rest of the party realized was Show-Face hometown after a little bit of investigation. So after a little bit of solemn silence, we continued on to the temple itself, where Hadar gave his oath at the front doors, which allowed us to enter, and we found this very divine temple full of powerful magics in service of Bahamut. At the main chamber, we found a dragonborn offering their prayers to Bahamut in full plate armor, which Nerf was immediately drawn to. And Hadar, she talked to us, offering us guidance, and Hadar offered prayers next to her to Bahamut to guide us to our next destination, which is apparently a weapon within. What's the name of that place?
Oh, no, I have to go to
I'm
the-
finding it real quick.
Pretty sure I wrote it down.
Oh, I did not write it down.
Seacumber.
Sycomber is the
Edinburgh.
town near where you are trying to go. The
Oh,
the
damn
name of
I
the
think
ruins.
it's Borodoth.
Yeah.
Is it Olgroth? Okay, I have that
Yep.
one written down too.
So, leading us to the ruins of Orgroth. She then offered us shelter for the night to rest, and also offered us supplies to continue us on our journey. Also during the night, Marin heard a strange voice in his head.
Oh yeah. We
Offering
forgot
him-
about that.
Yes,
Got
offering
all
him.
that?
Was it power that it offered him?
It was power that,
Yes.
that was offered him.
Okay, offering him power, which he accepted. And then the voice disappeared. And that is where we left off.
Alright, so you all awaken with the effects of a hero's feast. Does everybody remember what that is?
Not at
Nope.
all.
Do I have to look it up? Okay. Let me find my books. Sorry, my books
I'm
are
actually,
I know it was bonus hit
tiny.
points.
Yep, it's bonus hit points, it's advantages on some checks.
oh yeah, I have 15 temporary hit points written down.
15? Dang.
Yeah,
I think it was more than that. Let's see.
I think it was a dice roll.
Yeah, it was a die roll.
How was it?
What was I trying to remember?
Right, Hero's
I can't
Feast.
even remember.
So, you're cured of all diseases and poison. You become immune to poison and being frightened, and you make all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Your hit point maximum is increased by 2d10, and you gain the same number of hit points. These benefits last for 24 hours.
Okay.
2d10, you say?
We get a what to all saving throws, or
Advantage
sorry, I missed that part.
on wisdom. I think it's just advantage on wisdom saving throws.
It's good. It's good for me. Oh yeah, so I never wrote down what our blessing was that we got in the cave from the totem thingy.
Oh yeah?
The quaddle.
Yeah.
We were given charges. I think it was 6 charges.
But it was a
for
charm of
restorations.
yeah, it was a charm of restoration.
Okay. Gotcha.
Do you remember
I
what
think-
it does?
I think it was 6 charges. You can use up 4 to do a greater restoration or 2 for a lesser.
That's correct. That's what I have written down.
Mm-hmm.
I should
Yep.
probably write that down.
Lesser restoration's not a healing spell, though, is it?
No, it's like a cure poison kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, cure status effects.
Greater restoration can remove more difficult ones, and I think that's what it does, right?
Does it apply for diseases
Look it
as
up.
well?
Mm-hmm. You're making me look up the spells.
You can look them up when they're important. If
Yeah,
you
I was
have
just asking.
something
Like,
else.
it's not important that I know right now.
It's usually status effects. So if you want to fix status effects,
Yeah.
then we'll look it up.
Like if we get petrified.
Yeah, that
What are
was
the chances of that?
I have no idea.
Next session, Darian throws a Medusa at us. Just
Medusas really aren't that scary.
Basilisk.
Cockatrice.
Petrification is. Yeah, cockatrice. Yeah. Anything that
Petrification
can petrify
happens.
you, it can be scary.
All right, so everybody wakes up in the morning feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and rested. What do you do?
I go out into the main hall.
Well, it's like a garden area, but yes,
Say, you know what I meant.
it's true.
You don't have any flowers drawn there, Darian. How am I supposed to remember that?
I guess it has been 2 weeks. I can't really complain. Yeah, this is this entire area is a Zen garden full of beautiful fruit, flowers, and low-hanging fruits on trees. Everything is ripe and in its prime. Draw a flower on there. I'm going to delete it.
Just draw some fruits.
All right, so the temple is quiet this morning. There isn't really any sounds emanating from anywhere, and no songbirds. Just kind of a blanket of quietness. What do you do?
I guess I'll go head towards the prayer, or the main prayer chamber, see if I can find Sora.
Yeah, as you head to the... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I ponder what happened in my dream.
Oh, okay. That will be important later. Howard, as you walk into the room, you see, sitting on the dais, you do see Sora, but she has collapsed, just kind of laying on the dais with a small metal box next to her.
Collapsed as in maybe you fainted from something, or...
Yes. Like, somebody had been, she had been probably kneeling, and then fallen over.
Okay. I guess I will rush to her and see if there's anything visibly wrong with her.
I'm
following behind.
Make a perception check.
What is my bonuses, Howard? 10.
You do not see any visible marks or wounds or anything on her.
I guess I'll shake her a little bit and say, Sora, are you okay?
As her eyes kind of like flit open. Oh. Hello.
Oh, you kind of surprised me there. Looked like you had collapsed. Something wrong?
Yes, I was saying my morning prayers to Bahamut, and he showed me a vision. He showed me dragons fighting against the giants. Their war destroying the northern lands. And Hadar's family, his clan, was aiding the dragons. They're what tipped the scale in the favor of the chromatic dragons and allowed them to begin this onslaught. Where's Hadar?
I'm still in my room.
Please find him. I need to talk to him.
Yes, I turned there. Do you remember which room he took last night?
I don't know, but I'll go check.
Okay.
I'll go running off.
Okay, he reaches door.
What is it?
Housekeeping.
I open the door. I look a little confused. Hey, Dareth. I take it you are going to make my bed and change my sheets? Is that what's going on here?
I stop smiling or frown and say, no.
Oh.
I need it in the altar.
Oh, okay. I'll be right over there. I do a slight jog over to the altar. What's going on?
Hadar, you must stop your family.
What?
Your family, the Dragonborns.
How do you know about my family?
Bahamut showed me. He showed me your family rising up with the dragons against the giants, and beginning a war that would sweep all of the lesser creatures, all of humanity, elves, dwarves, from this continent, and the destruction that resulted. If you can stop them...
Okay, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
If you can stop them, in time you can stop this war.
Hadar's gonna stare in unbelief. And is that bench, is it kind of connected to the ground?
No, it's a movable pew.
So Hadar will just go, ah! And he'll take the pew and he slams it to the ground.
Just pick it up and slam it down.
Well, not slam it. He's just gonna grab the side of it and just force it down. don't know, not that too crazy, but like he's just super angry right now.
Okay.
Can I not escape them? Ah! Zora, where are they? Did Bahamut show you where they are right now?
No. He only showed me a vision of what would happen. But you must travel to the ruins and get this artifact that Bahamut has sent you on. You will need that if you're able to be able to face your family.
My compatriots, or I guess friends, would you be willing to help me with this?
Howard looks to be thinking for a moment and looks up and, you know what? Yes, I think we have come far enough together to be considered friends. I will help you with this, Sadar.
Okay. Nerif and Marin, what say you?
We've been traveling together for a long time, Hadar. You can count me in.
Nerif?
I'll turn to the party and hold my hands. Yeah, I'll go with you. I think I like you guys.
Very well then. Let's leave immediately. Immediately.
However, then Howard steps forward to you, Sadar. I don't think I will be needing this. And I hold out the dagger that you handed to me in anger before.
Oh. Thank you, Howard. Thank you for... yeah, thank you. Just, I'll take the dagger back.
Howard nods and steps back. Well then. It seems we have to fight some dragons.
Yes, we do.
Oh, by the way,
What
sorry.
do you know what they say about dragons? They all have hordes.
Well, I guess if we do survive, Marin, we will be... There is a good chance for us to get rich. So yes, there is that possibility.
By the way, sorry, you mentioned that you had some stuff for us to take with us?
Indeed, I do. Here in this small metal chest are a few items that I no longer have need for. I wish you to take them with you on your journey. And she kind of like offers you this small metal chest. It's about 1.5 feet wide, maybe half a foot deep, about 8 tall.
Howard walks up and takes the chest and immediately puts it on the ground and opens it up. What's in here?
Just a few odds and ends from my days as an adventurer. Inside you find a parafat of wound closure, a potion of greater healing, Kegaton's ointment, I think that's how you say that, and a slender metal rod.
What's the metal rod, Sora?
Click it. Find out.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up and lick it. Lick.
So there's a little button on the end, and as you click it, it spreads out into, I think it's about a 4 or 5 foot rod, and then as you try to move it, it stays exactly where it is.
Fascinating.
Is it like, what is it meant for?
It's meant for whatever you use it for.
Okay.
Could make a good lock on a door.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll click it, and I assume it goes back together.
It does.
What does this bottle of oil do? I'm holding up the ointment. What does it look like, by the way? I'm just curious.
I have to look it up. I will tell you in just a minute. Sorry. I didn't have these already. Like I had them written down, but I didn't have their descriptions. So Kegotom's ointment, it's glass jar. It's 3 inches in diameter. It contains a thick mixture that kind of smells like aloe.
Interesting. Smaller than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
What's the lady's name again? Sora? Sarah?
Sora.
There's 4 doses in that bottle. Use it if you're poisoned, or if you get any type of disease, or if you're just in need of health.
Okay. I put it in the bag of holding.
I'm gonna pick up, if it's all right, the potion of greater healing and the rod. Or if anyone else wants it more, then like I don't have to have it. But
By the way, Marin, where did we place those 2 potions we made on the boat or on the airship?
They're in my bag of holding.
You mind if I held on to one, just in case?
Sure. Fish one out and give it to him.
wait, does Marin reluctantly give it to him? Because I feel Marin would reluctantly give it to him.
Well, they did make them together.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
And Howard did spend, half of his ingredients or money, whatever, to make one. So it's not like I put out all the effort to make it and then just gave him one for free.
Well, I guess Howard reaches in and pulls out the last thing. I guess all of that leaves is this. And he's holding the perioperative wound closure. Nerf, do you possibly want this?
Mm.
What exactly does it do, Sora?
What was that?
What exactly does it do, Sora?
It will help you in the battlefield if you are ever knocked unconscious or wounded greatly. It will help shield you against such devastating injuries.
Does sound quite useful for you, Nerf. And Howard kind of tosses it over to him.
I'll catch it. I do
Make
get
a dex
stabbed
check.
a lot.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Well then, I guess that's everything then.
Mm-hmm. Wish. That's how it's spelled.
Yeah, it's a very, very weird spelling.
I spelled it really wrong then.
I'm sorry that I couldn't do more, but I hope that you travel safely on your journey, and in Bahamut's name may you find success. And with that, she stands up, kind of collects herself. If you ever need aid, you're always welcome here.
She's wearing the armor, right?
Yes, she is.
I'm going to approach her and take her hand. Well, reach for the hand.
As you reach for her hand, she kind of just gives you a confused look.
And I'll grab her hand and start shaking it like a handshake. Then I'll look her straight in the eye, shaking her hand, and say, "Take care of that armor. Be good to it."
Oh, okay. I will. I do. Goodbye.
And I'll just turn on my heels and walk away.
Okay. Does everybody follow?
Yep.
Sure.
I just linger to offer like peace. I don't know if there's like some salutation, like may the great dragon father look after you, and then I walk away.
Okay. She nods at this and salutes you. So as everybody leaves the temple, the doors swing shut behind you, and you begin your ascent back down the mountain. Descent.
Yes.
What once went up must come down. Aye.
Nay.
What
It's
is
magic.
your marching order as you descend through the monastery?
I go in last.
I go second.
Arrange thyself on the grid.
Arrange thyselves. I'll be right behind Nerif, or I'll be in front of Howard. There we go.
All right. So as you guys are descending into the monastery, you feel this kind of vibration that just kind of goes throughout the ground.
Shockwave?
Yeah. Shockwave. Thank you.
Are we here beside in the monastery area?
Yes.
I don't like the sound of that. Perhaps we should take some cover.
Happens again.
Howard immediately moves towards this building over here and tries to hide amongst the ruins.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my longbow and notch a silver arrow in it.
Okay. And then
I'm gonna go over here with Howard.
okay. And now what sounds like the rending of the mountainside itself and a magnificent roar. This gaping maw
Holy freak!
blows out of the ground. Eyeless, searching around, spots you, and just lets out this incredibly loud roar as it begins to go for you. Go ahead, everybody, roll initiative.
They know me now. They failed me.
Oh, not bad.
Ah!
I'm moving you just so that I can access the add turn button because it's underneath the video
Yeah.
markers.
It's kind of bad when you start up top.
I got 4.
This thing is so dexterous, guys.
More dexterous than me.
Nope, I don't think so.
Did you really get a 0? Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, it's impossible. I didn't get a 0. Jeez.
Well, I mean, if
You
had
can get a
-1
0.
Dex, you could do it. I
Possible.
think it'd be impossible for a ranger to get a 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're building them wrong.
Top of the round, Nerif. You just saw this giant purple creature blow out of the dirt and is now facing you. What do you do?
I am going to draw my weapon.
Sounds like a good plan.
And that will be my turn.
That'll be your turn. Okay.
Yes.
Howard.
I am going to cast Mage Armor on myself and create my ward at the same time. Then I'm going to look very closely at this creature and think on if I've ever heard of anything like this before in the mountains of this
Okay.
guy in the world.
Mage Armor gives you a what to your AC?
My armor class is now 15.
Okay.
I think it makes it base 13, and then I get my +2 from Dex.
In your base 12. Oh,
It's
plus 2
10.
from...
10 plus Dex is basic.
Okay. Alright. Make a history check.
Uh, 22.
Okay, wow. You have heard of these creatures known as purple worms in the text. They mention them as gargantuan creatures that roam mostly the Underdark, carving such large tunnels that people are able to move through them.
I just realized how big it is.
Yes. You also know that because of the amount of dirt they eat, slaying one generally yields quite a bit of money, as there are many gems to be found inside of them. So, while it may be foolhardy to attempt to track one down and slay it, there are adventurers that do this, as it can prove to be quite profitable.
Okay. Howard is going to sit there and wonder to himself how a creature from the Underdark got to the top of this mountain.
Oh, they also inhabit mountainous areas.
Okay.
Just places with lots of rock, lots of earth that can fit them.
I guess I will whisper a warning to the others. Be careful, this thing is very adept at eating things. Try not to get swallowed.
Are you saying that out loud to everybody, or just to
Yes,
like Marin?
to I'm saying that out loud to everybody.
Like some magical earrings or walkie-talkies or something. Somebody should get on
He's
that.
just got to shout. I mean, you're only 15 feet away.
Really, Howard? You don't say. Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind, not to get eaten.
Yeah, just saying. Anyway, that's my turn.
Okay. The purple worm now moves, and it kind of what?
Nothing.
Okay. It kind of lowers itself and begins to kind of scoop up dirt as it charges forwards, and makes a bite attack against Nerf.
Okay.
Nerf, by the way, what's your to hit modifier? What's your strength
Ooh, my
modifier?
what?
Strength, strength plus proficiency. Is it
5.
8? Okay.
Oh, wait, my saving throw or
No, what's your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus? I'm just checking.
Technically, it's a saving throw, isn't it?
8? Yeah, 8.
It's 8. Okay, that's what I thought. So that is a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. You take 16 points of damage. and you need to make a Dex saving throw.
Okay.
I told you to try not to get eaten.
So as it runs towards you, kind of inching along, it rears up and then slams its maw around you and just swallows Nerif. Nerif, you are
Nerf!
you are I think you are constrained. Oh, you are blinded and restrained.
Howard says, yes, like that. Try not to let that happen.
Okay. What exactly does restrain mean?
It means your movement is 0 and any attacks you make have disadvantage. I think. Let me double check. It's like you're in its stomach right now. Oh, and attacks against you have advantage. And that is all for the purple worm. Hadar.
From what I can tell, this thing doesn't have eyes, right?
Correct.
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna try and shoot an arrow at it.
Alright. Make your attack roll.
It is a 25.
That hits.
Okay, and okay. And that does 12 damage.
Alright. Is that all?
And I'm going to move a little bit too. Yeah, I'm gonna move that way. Now that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Merritt.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cast Confusion, maybe. Unless that you should. Oh, sorry, I've been looking up spells this entire time and found out that mirror image isn't gonna work on this thing. Just had... Okay, screw it. I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Fireball?
Firebolt.
Firebolt? Okay.
Yes. Right? I probably need to move to right here to do that. Okay. I remember correctly, that's 2d10, right?
I do not know.
Okay. Well, looking up to do. Firebolts. 2d10, yes. That's if I hit.
Is it an attack roll?
Yes. Which I probably don't, because that's only a 9.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. So you stretch out your hand, summon your arcane energies, but you're kind of shaken by the sudden appearance of this worm and you're not able to get a handle on on those on the magics.
Okay. Do any of these buildings, are they standing and have roofs, or are they supposed to represent ruins?
They have roofs. Where you see like this white stuff, that's where the roof has been hit by a boulder and is kind of partially caved in.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go inside this building. I believe that's what it. Yeah. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Howard, Nerf, you are currently inside the belly of the beast. What do you do?
I am going to attempt to stab it from the inside.
Okay, make an attack roll with disadvantage. Are you stabbing it with your great axe?
Yes.
Okay. So you're finding it difficult to maneuver inside of the stomach as the walls and the musculature kind of squeezes around you. You can still use your abilities and stuff, by the way.
I know, but I got a crit 1.
That is just really, really unlucky.
You drop your axe in the stomach and it flies. No, I'm just kidding.
Alright, I'll make another roll.
Want a bacon cheeseburger or a chicken?
12.
Didn't decide, so I got one.
So you're able to get your axe kind of up and try and swing, but you don't have enough leverage or enough room to actually slam it with enough force to cause damage into the inside of this beast.
Okay. That'll be my turn then.
Okay. Howard.
Okay. I am going to cast Wall of Flame. Deciding how I want to cast it. I'm going to cast it as like a link between these two buildings. So it's like a wall of flame between the beast and us.
Okay. Draw a line.
Thinking like that. Set a straighter line. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Remind me how this works.
So, if a creature steps into that wall for the first time on its turn, it takes 5d8 damage, and then I am choosing this way on the wall, so down. And if anything is within 10 feet of that side, when it ends its turn, then the wall lashes out at it and does the 5d8 damage.
Okay.
And it's dex saving throws.
Alright. Is that everything?
Then I am going to move back over here.
Okay.
And yes, that will be all.
Purple wormling. Not too afraid of this fire. Barges through it, destroying part of this house in the process, and flicks its tail towards Hadar.
So it's actually stepping into the flames?
It is stepping into the flames.
Okay. I don't think it's dex saving throw on that one, it just takes 5d8.
Right. But you roll that.
Okay.
Use that.
14. It takes 19 points of fire damage.
Okay. All right, Hadar. This tail with this rather large arrow-shaped stinger slams into you, and you take 10 damage from the impact. And make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Constitution saving throw. I got an 18.
Okay. So you take 11 damage from the poison as a stinger slams into you and then withdraws.
So it's 21 damage overall.
Yeah.
Does our immunity to poison from the Hero's Feast not affect that?
It means that you can't be poisoned from it, so you won't be taking ongoing damage, but it doesn't stop. Yeah, I'd say that I'd say that it halves it. It gives you resistance. So, you took how much poison damage did I say? 11. So you take 5 poison damage, and then the 12, so 17. All right, Hadar. What do we?
By the way, is it ending its turn where it is?
Yes.
Can I get a ruling from you based on Wall of Flame if that actually it counts for another 5d8?
I think since it's standing in it, not within 10 feet.
It's also or inside the wall.
What does it say then?
To each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall, it takes the 5d8 fire damage.
Then yeah, it would.
And a creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
Yep.
So another 5d8?
Yeah, sorry, sneezed.
Okay. 8. 5, so that would be 13. 15. Another 8, so that would be 23. And then another 8, so that would be 31 points of fire damage this time.
Okay. All right. Hadar.
Yes.
What do you do?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Good. Well. Kind of just, Hadar, like, kind of shakes himself, still a little disoriented after getting hit by that attack, and sees the worm writhing in the flames. He puts forth his hand and he does casts Guiding Bolt. And I got a oh shoot. I got a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. So he'll take 4d6 radiant damage. Oh, that is the worst roll ever.
You should have seen his roll of poison against you.
He just takes 7 damage.
Okay.
And for the next turn, anyone that tries to attack it has advantage. Because it's all glittery from the radiant light.
So as you pull back your bow and let loose an arrow calling on Bahamut's name, flies through the air and slams into the hardened armor of this creature. The arrow splinters and shatters as it does, but it seems that it spreads out this sticky, magical, shining dust upon impact.
Zoom, poof.
Yep.
With that, I'm gonna start. Also, at the end of my turn, I'm gonna move out of range a little bit.
As you do that,
Yeah, I didn't do that.
you provoke an attack of opportunity.
Dang it! I should have known.
And it crits.
You kidding me? Oh my gosh.
Nope. At least it can't attack you with its stinger. You take, let's see,
This is gonna be bad.
This is gonna be bad.
18 times 2.
36.
36 points
Holy.
of damage.
Holy crap! I have 14 hit points left. That's not good.
Yeah, that kind of happened fast, didn't it?
Crits suck. By the way, I'm
Shoot.
not using my crappy dice, I'm using the normal ones.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, Hadar, do you do anything else?
No.
He sits there licking his wounds.
Marin,
I cast lightning bolt out of the window.
from out the window, you just like pop your head on. Poof.
Yeah, so he needs to make a dex save.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Does Nerf get affected by the lightning bolt since he's inside the Great Worm?
Oh shit, I didn't think of that.
You'll find out.
Oh,
So he
dang it.
rolled an 8 on his dex save.
That's
that's
fair.
fair. You should know since you now know what my spell save DC is.
Oh, I needed that for something else, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, now he takes 8-6 damage.
8d6.
Yes.
Holy crap!
Holy crap, man.
Alrighty. All my d6s together. Yeah, why did they have to go on my keyboard? Okay. So, I'm going to use Empowered Spell because I forgot. I just remembered that I have those things that I can do.
Yes, remember your
Meta
things.
magics.
Yeah, I meta magics. Those things I haven't used in forever.
Remember the things you can do.
Okay. Roll damage for a spell, spend 1 spell point, sorcery point to reroll a number of damage die less than or equal to charisma modifier. Okay. So I've already rolled 3. That's 4, 2, which is 10. 3, 3, 3. I'm gonna re-roll all those. Which, yeah. So 10 plus 5 is 15, plus 3 is 18, plus 2 is 20, and then 2 more. 6, 4. So 30 points.
38?
30.
30.
3, 0.
Okay.
Funny how that worked out.
So as you reach your hand out of the window and summon the power of the storms, this lightning bolt arcs out from your fingers and slams into this worm as it begins to convulse and twitch. You see it kind of like, and it vomits out Nerf, who is vomited into the fire.
Oh no!
I thought it was inside the fire still.
Yeah, so is he now. They're both.
Okay.
So the edge of the token is the edge of his space. So he's in that with
Okay.
the line that I drew.
I
he's
accept
in,
it.
Yeah, he's in the space that the line is in. Diagonal lines are weird. It's probably not the best
so-
drawn diagonal line either. Nerif, you are
7.
prone, but you are otherwise okay again.
12. And he takes 18 points of fire damage
Yeah, that happens
as
too.
he's shot through flames.
Not
I
a
take
good.
So you guys see this wall of flames. You see this massive creature kind of spit him out, and he lands in the fire.
I could literally be out of the frying pan and into the fire situation.
All right, Hadar, what do you do? Or Nerif, now that you're out, what do you do?
I'm gonna stand up.
Good.
So am I in the flame or not?
You are in the wall of flame right now. You should probably get out.
Okay.
But be careful how you get out, because so like if you move, it doesn't matter what direction you move, you won't take any more damage from the fire wall of fire, but you are within range of this creature.
Alright. I'll jump to my left.
Okay.
That should still be in range.
Yep, you're still in range, and you're not on fire anymore.
And I will attack. Maybe. You'll let me.
Yeah. Of course I'll let you. Alright, both attacks hit. So as you pick up your great sword, angered from your venture into the entrails of this creature, you hack at it. And once more. Its armor is thick and hard, but you do see that your axe has left distinguished marks on the edge, on the outside of this creature.
Excellent. And that'll be my turn.
Howard.
I was going out. Sorry about that, Nerif. And then aim magic missiles at the purple worm at level 2. So 4 of them.
Okay.
So that's going to be 6, 9. That's going to be 12 damage.
Okay.
Oh, 12 force damage. And yeah, that'll be all Howard does.
Okay, so bolts of arcane energy swarm this massive purple creature and impact it on multiple sides. It is the worm's turn. The worm, attempting to get out of the fire, moves over here and makes a bite. What?
It can eat through things, that's right.
What, Bert? What are you talking about?
I was just saying, would it even fit between those buildings? But then I remembered it can just eat the building.
It can just eat the buildings or smash them.
Do I
So-
get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you do. Go ahead and roll for that. Alright, that hit.
Yes.
So, it makes a bite attack against Howard and then throws its stinger towards Marin.
That's 10 foot on its stinger.
Yeah.
I could throw the stinger. It just like detaches.
Nah, it just has a really long reach.
This creature is probably the biggest thing you've seen in your life. Like, it can eat a city on a bad day. That is 18 for for Howard.
That'll hit.
And 26 for Marin.
Holy shit! I didn't even know I was being attacked.
So make a dex check, Howard. You also take 12 damage.
Okay.
I take damage too.
You do. I haven't rolled for it yet.
Oh. Okay.
What was your dex save?
I haven't done it just yet. In a second. 13.
Okay, as its maws close around you, you find that you are actually on the inside instead of the outside of this creature.
Howard, no!
Oh, wait, what am I doing? I didn't take 12 damage.
Did I tell you the damage for? Did I tell you the damage for? Did you take the damage for his bite against you?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Howard.
It was 12 damage, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I just accidentally took it from my HP instead of my board.
Oh.
Oh, I have a wrong character sheet. How about that?
Oh my goodness. Okay. So you take 46 damage from its stinger, which is halved because of your resistance to poison. And then make a dex save to see if you can have it again. Or constitution save.
Who? Me?
Yes,
Okay.
Marin, you.
Okay. So I take how much damage?
So make a constitution saving throw first.
Okay. Wherever the hell I put my character sheet. Here it is. Okay. Constitution, that makes that 18.
Okay, so you took 46 damage, poison damage, half because of Hero's Feast, so that's 23. Halved again because you made your save. So
It's
12?
11.
11. Well, no, 23 divided by 2. Yeah, 11.
By the way, the wall of flame disappears.
Okay.
Hooray for temporary hit points.
Yay for not being dead.
Yeah, seriously. But if I didn't have those temporary hit points and I didn't have any of those bonuses, I would just be unconscious with that one hit.
Alright. Hadar, you're behind the building. What do you do?
Can I see the worm?
You cannot see the worm right now.
Okay. I thought the house was an actual like just like a gazebo or something like it.
This building is a house that was it's mostly intact. It was able to evade most of the falling boulders from the giants that swept through here before. Although it is
Not so
missing
intact now that
it's
a giant
missing
thing-
I was gonna say it's missing a portion where Howard used to be.
Okay, well, I'll move, and then I'll try guiding bolt again.
Okay.
And it is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Dice don't fail me now. That's not terrible. I got 13. 13 radiant damage. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, everybody knows they have advantage on attacks against this creature, right?
Yes.
All right. As your arrow wedges itself in between one of the scales on this creature, once more that glittery poof scatters shining divine dust all over this creature.
Yeah.
Marin.
All right. I'm going to cast. Wait. Moving over here, which is still within 30 feet, I believe. Yes. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at second level.
Okay.
Got the wrong character sheets in front of me for some reason.
That would make casting spells a little difficult.
Like, wait, I know I have more than 2 second level spells. Alright. Alright, and that is going to be... That's no good. That's a little better. That's 17 to hit.
That misses.
Ah! Okay. Well, then in that case, I'll run further. Alright. That's where I stop.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Hadar. Or, sorry, Nerf.
You really bad want to skip this turn, don't you, Barry?
No, I'm sorry. I just keep I'm looking. I'm like, oh, I know who that is, and I say their name wrong. I'm really bad at names.
Alright. I'm gonna raise my axe above my head and charge it.
Screaming, I hope.
Oh yeah. Screaming all the way there.
All right, go ahead and make your.
And yes.
Is that 3 attacks?
No, just 2.
Just 2. Okay. So
28 and 11.
the first one, you're able to sink your axe, break through its armor, just, but as you pull it back, you slip a little on the ice, and you're not able to get as much force as it bounces off.
Yeah, cut out.
Yeah. Right before the cool part, too.
Yep.
Why? Can you hear me now?
It's too bad a 17 doesn't hit.
Yeah, no shit, right? That bummed me out. I was gonna make him throw you up.
I have a plan from inside its stomach.
Do you have a plan?
Yep. Although it's kind of already been done, and it's going to be a lightning bolt inside its stomach. I
That
don't
was
think you
pretty
can
cool.
dodge that.
Oh, my internet is being weird. Can everybody hear me?
Oh, he's
200 pounds
back.
worth.
Am I? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. The modem just died for whatever
Did
reason.
you hear our tomfoolery?
A little bit
No.
of it, and then it killed me. So yes, the first axe swing, he takes and slams it into the side of the creature and cracks part of its plate, exposing its fleshy interior. But as he steps back to take the second strike, his foot slips somewhat on the icy surface, and his attack doesn't have as much force as it glances off his armor. Anything else, Nerf?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't get eaten.
Howard, what do you do?
Okay. I am going to cast a lightning bolt from within inside its stomach.
Okay.
Wait, can you cast lightning bolt if you're restrained?
I don't know if you can cast. Can you cast spells while you're restrained?
How restrained am I?
You are
Would
in.
you say I wouldn't be able to make any sort of movements?
Your movement is 0. But let me see. Restrained.
Which is the component that requires movement?
somatic.
Yeah. I would say
So-
it would depend. I will have to check that later. Does Thunderbolt have any like?
It does have a somatic component to it.
Does it have a to hit die?
No,
No.
It just goes out in the arc.
it's a dexterity saving throw. So
Okay.
the creature can sometimes dodge out of the way partially.
Mm. I'm gonna give it a. So it says that you have disadvantage on dexterity throws on dex saves.
Well, I'm not the one making it.
I know, but I'm trying to think how this would translate.
Well, I mean,
Is it-
Zach,
I'm gonna say you can
barely
cast
dodge.
it. I'm gonna say you can attempt to cast it, but it might not be as powerful as you might hope.
that doesn't. Well, whatever.
Okay.
Until I actually find out. Like,
So
I feel like you should be able-
from inside your body does not do as much. Okay.
no, it's more like you're gonna struggle to even get. You know what? Actually, why don't you just roll an attack die, add your spellcasting modifier to it, and
Okay.
that will make up for the whether or not you can move enough to send out the spell.
Okay. That is not good. That is a natural 1,
Okay.
and I don't have any inspiration to use, so
You have no idea which way you're facing. You're not even certain where your body is, like where the parts of your body are. It's dark. It smells bad. There's a corrosive agent eating away at you that burns, and you're not able to focus enough or move your hands enough even to be able to send out your lightning bolt. By the way, you take 10 points of poison damage after all the reductions.
okay.
Or acid damage, sorry. Oh wait, it's acid damage. Oh well.
Just technically considered poison damage, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Purple worm.
That stupid purple worm.
This purple worm burrows underground from where it is.
Oh crap!
And you can feel it rumbling as it moves underneath you, as it moves underneath the earth.
It's gonna come after me.
And it pops up right there. And
Does it
attempts...
destroy-
What?
Does it destroy the house in the process?
Oh yes, it eats the whole house and then attempts to bite down on Marin so it kind of like pops out of the ground and then tries to slam its maw over Marin.
Wait. So, both me and Howard would be in its stomach, or did Howard get thrown up?
He's still in it.
Oh, that's fine. Nice.
That is an 18 to hit.
You only have I only have a 12 armor class.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, don't fail me now. I don't have advantage on this, do I?
You do not.
That's 14. Oh wait, saving throw. Yeah, that's still a 14.
Okay. So you take 13 points of piercing damage, and you try to dive out of the way and kind of like dive and roll. When you stand up, you realize that it is dark all around you, and walls begin to
whole party
push
is
in
getting
against you from all
The only
sides.
one who hasn't been eaten yet is Hadar. 9.
Yeah, I want to keep it that way. I don't want to get eaten.
Jeez.
I don't want that.
Speaking of Hadar, it's your turn.
Oh my gosh. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna move next to Nereth.
Yes.
I'm gonna do another guiding bolt.
As you do that,
Son of a! bitch!
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to move over there?
No, I don't want to move. I'm staying right there.
Okay.
That would possibly be the end of our party.
God. Oh my god. Oh, I got a nat 1.
On an attack roll?
Do you not have inspiration to use?
I feel like you should have inspiration. Oh, that was the comment I was forgetting about. Nobody's been giving inspiration. Give inspiration like it's candy to children on Halloween. Give it to everybody.
Okay, everybody has inspiration.
For cool things. You gotta have a reason, but like everybody should get inspiration. It should be given and used every round. Or every session. Everybody should be able to get it and use it once, ideally. Give it out more often, guys.
Okay. I see.
Okay, well, can I use my inspiration to re-roll then?
Yeah, you get a roll. Hopefully you don't roll another 1. Can't possibly get lower than that.
Actually, can I re-roll a critical failure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you advantage on the roll.
What it does, it gives you advantage. So you're rolling
Okay.
2 dice, essentially rolling 2 dice and taking the lower. So you roll the 1, and you roll what?
I got, oh my goodness. I got 12 to hit.
I thought you were about to say 2.
Your arrow bounces off of its armor, seemingly doing nothing.
Well, I'm totally gonna be eaten next. Just FYI. Okay, I'm done. There's not much else I can do.
Aaron.
Okay. Technically work. Cast Witch Bolt using Twin Spell.
I don't know what that
cast
does.
2 Witch Bolts,
Okay, cool.
I believe.
Inside
Read this.
inside the belly of the beast.
Spell. Okay. That means I spend 2. Okay. Alright. Do I need to roll an attack for both of them? Or just for once?
Just do 1 with advantage. So, yeah.
Okay.
Do you normally roll an attack roll, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I think you would
so
roll separately
just
then.
yeah, you
Yeah,
would roll
okay.
them separately, but you have disadvantage while you're inside this creature.
Okay. So that's the same. First one's a miss. Second one's also gonna be a miss. Since I rolled up 2 4s on my first attack and a 3 and a 10 on my second one. So
So sparks of arcane magic fly from your fingers and attempt to find something to latch onto, but you're having difficulty concentrating as the insides squeeze and try and crush you.
such shit.
You also take 13 points of acid damage.
Things are not looking good. Alright. That's safe to say that that's the end of my turn.
Alright, Howard, or Nerf, as you prepare once more to ready your attack, you notice that the winds started to pick up and started to swirl around this area. Go ahead and take your turn. The weather is changing.
I am. Checking. I'm going to run up to it, screaming again, and I'm going to attempt to intimidate the worm.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
22.
How can you intimidate it? It doesn't have eyes or ears.
As you scream at the worm, it doesn't seem to acknowledge your existence.
Sees in other worlds.
I'll use my action surge to swing at it.
Okay.
18.
Does he still have advantage from your guiding bolt, Adar?
It lasts one full round until it gets back to me.
Okay. But I don't remember. Did you use it last round? You
I did use it last round.
you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you miss, does the effect still take place?
No, it has to hit.
Oh, okay. So your first, as you run over, boom! Your first hit bounces off the armor. The second one, you come up and you lodge it underneath one of the pieces of its armor and are able to slice through some of its flesh underneath its scaly armor.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
Howard.
Okay, quick question. Did
Yes.
my attempt to use lightning bolt last time use up a spell slot?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can't really do anything else, so I will attempt to cast another lightning bolt from inside its stomach.
Okay.
So you want me to roll a d20 and add my spell attack modifier?
Yeah. Till I find a more elegant solution.
That will be 14.
I'm actually gonna make this contested. Oh yeah, okay, that works. That hits.
Okay. So that is 68, right? Or 8d6?
I don't know. It's your spell, bro.
Mainly asking Lee since he already used it once.
Yes, it's 8d6.
6. Yeah, that's cocked.
I'm gonna give you a bend of luck. That's a d4 to your damage, or pretty much anything you want, I think.
Can you use that as a reaction, or is it an action?
Yeah, I can use it anytime.
Okay.
I don't think I need to use it on my turn even.
Can that be used for damage?
It should say whether it's a reaction or an action or.
It says it can be used for. Oh no, never mind. No, that's not damage.
Okay.
I thought it could be used for damage.
Let's go. Last one. Keep cocking it. There we go. 32 points of lightning damage.
Okay. As this energy courses through the worm, it begins to kind of seize and convulse. But it's able to keep its meal down inside of it this time.
Alright, that'll be all for me.
Okay,
Can I see anything inside this worm with my dark vision?
do you have dark vision?
Yeah, I have dark vision.
Okay, in the dim light granted to you by your dark vision, you see bits of earth and rock and what looks like the musculature of the inside of the worm, but nothing else.
Okay. That's all.
Okay. Did you take acid damage already?
No, you have not told me any acid damage to take.
Okay. Take 12 acid damage.
Okay.
Purple worm makes a bite attack at Nerf. Oop. Shoot. But he misses. Slamming and taking a chunk out of the earth directly in front of Nerf's foot, but leaving him unscathed.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hadar.
Okay. Here's what I want to do, and I want to see if this is possible. I want to grab my two daggers and jump on the worm and see if I can, like, attach myself to the worm. Is
Okay.
that possible?
You will make an attack roll to see if you hit it, if your daggers hit its flesh, and then an acrobatics check to see if you hold on.
Okay, got it. Okay. To hit is 17. 17 to hit.
That misses as you jump through the air. You're with one. Do you have two daggers or just one?
I have two daggers now.
Do
I gave him.
do you have
the one he gave
multi-attack?
me. No, you can do the offhand check anytime you want.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make another attack roll for your daggers, but don't add your proficiency, just your dex.
That's on the damage, Darian.
Oh, that's
not
on
the
damage. Never
attack
mind.
to
Don't
hit.
listen to me. Just do it. Just roll like normal, bro.
Add dex and proficiency.
Okay. I got a 20 on that one.
That hits as you
It's
jump
not-
through the air. One dagger bounces off its scale, but the other one plunges into its hide, and it anchors firmly into the beast. Make your acrobatics check.
Oh boy. Oh boy. 19.
So as you get one dagger in, you kind of kick off with your feet, and you land on top of the worm. By the way, what was the damage
Okay.
for the dagger?
Oh. Damage is for the dagger is 1d4.
And that one won't get the bonus since it was the offhand.
Should get his dex though, right?
So
No.
it's just
Oh.
it just did 2 damage.
Okay.
Measly 2.
Damage is damage.
So wait, am I?
You're on
I was
top
just-
of it.
You're definitely standing.
I'm on top of the worm.
You are on top of the worm. That's what you intended to do, right?
You should strike a pose.
If I tried to do, oh no, I have to. If I wanted to do another action, would there be penalties, or do I have to declare that before I did all
You
this?
can't take another action unless you have something like an action surge or an ability that gives you another action.
Got it. Okay, well, I guess I'm just on top of the worm then.
Hey
See what happens
guys!
next time.
Okay, well, that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Hey,
Marin.
how many freaking spells am I gonna burn before I can do something? And I guess lightning bolt.
Okay.
I looked up this thing that says you don't. There's no rules for whether restrained means.
That's
That
great.
you-
I'll find a ruling on it somewhere. Just make something up that I like during break.
Okay.
It kind of has rulings on there, but just take a look at it. You have a chance.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna roll an attack for lightning bolt.
All right.
Okay. That is. Fuck.
Doesn't sound
Where am
good.
I- No, I keep wondering where I put my shit. That is 19
That'll hit.
to hit.
I'll hit.
Yay! Now I need to make a dex save.
You need to make a deck save?
He does.
Oh.
Worm.
I think we had it where it just hit for mine.
Yeah, I didn't roll it. It just hit. But he did make his deck save. Oh, I don't really know how you could make a deck save and get out of the
Maybe it's
way
something that happens inside you.
when it. Yeah.
Okay, well, if we're just gonna say he fails.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say. I mean, he you could have him fail, or if you want me to roll, he rolled a 19. So I'd take the fail.
Nah, he doesn't need to succeed.
I think we're exchanging the attack roll for a deck save in this case.
Pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah.
that works.
That's kind of. I'm trying to be fair, but don't feel like it should automatically hit.
Fine. 11, 15. It's 26 damage.
Very nice.
Do I get thrown up now?
Not yet.
So how much acid damage do I take?
You take 13 points of acid damage.
Alright.
All right. Nerif. From the winds have picked up considerably now, and they're swirling about you, pulling at your hair and your clothes. And as you look, you see ice shards begin to form in the air, and as they spin around, they begin to slam into the purple worm, seemingly expertly avoiding Hadar. And as you look up back towards the monastery, you see a shining light on top of the roof.
What roof?
The roof of the temple.
Is it too far for me to see what it is? Other than
Make a perception check.
5.
You do not see what it is, but it's shiny. It's very, very shiny and bright, like silvery bright, silvery gold bright. Okay, Hadar. Or Nerif, make your turn. Nerif, make your turn. Gosh, dang it. I'm so sorry.
I don't think you've gotten it right once this time.
I haven't. It's been a long week, guys.
The only name you've gotten right is mine.
I think I got Howard's right a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to swing.
That hits. That also hits.
Mm-hmm.
So this time, 2 more hits, slamming into this icicle-ridden, what is looking to be a very haggard body of this wormling, as you leave 2 deep cuts along its side. Anything else?
That'll be my turn.
All right, Howard. Or sorry, Hadar. Hadar before Howard.
Hadar before
Yeah.
Howard?
Yes.
Yeah, Hadar.
Wait,
Hadar
wait.
is.
Oh, no, never mind. I lied. Howard, go ahead.
Okay. How large is it inside this firm?
What do you mean?
Like, is it extremely claustrophobic inside here?
You are
Is
being-
there quite a bit of space?
Do you know how the intestine works in a human? Kind of like squishes things
Sure.
along. Yeah, that's what's happening to you. You're being crushed and pushed along essentially the intestine of this worm.
We're being
So-
sphinctered.
Yes, yeah, pretty much. You're like you can barely breathe, let alone move.
Okay. That case, I am just going to cast magic missiles.
Okay.
At second level again.
Oh, I forgot to have a roll for the icicles. I'm sorry. So before your turn happens, after the icicles had impacted it, it had attempted to keep down what was in its stomach, but it had failed, and so vomited up. Why can't I select you guys?
Am I holding onto the worm while it's like convulsing and vomiting?
Oh yeah, it's not doing it enough to throw you off, but it's just like you can see its body kind of just doing moving in the opposite direction that it normally moves as your friends get vomited out along with lots of rubble and earth and bile. They don't smell very good.
And diamonds?
So, we actually got vomited out. Okay.
You did get vomited out, so
Ah.
Did I kill it then?
it is not
Or did it
dead.
still-
It is not dead. It just failed its Constitution saving throw, so it vomited them up.
Howard looks up somewhat angrily and still goes ahead and casts the second level magic missiles.
Okay.
5, 8, 11, and 15 points of force damage.
Okay.
And yep, that'll be his turn.
Okay. The purple worm, having received the impact of multiple magic missiles into its wound-ridden body, lashes out with its stinger towards Hadar and critically misses. His stinger slams into the ground next to you and like embeds itself into the frozen earth and has difficulty moving it back out.
You mean he meant Howard?
Oh,
No,
okay,
I said Hadar.
Hadar is on top of the worm.
Oh,
Yeah,
in there.
that was he's not on top of the worm.
and you also
Now
mentioned
he's on
magic
top of the
missiles,
worm.
which is why I figured.
Sorry,
he meant Howard.
it was after he took the impact, and then okay. Sorry, I forgot you were up there. So
Yeah.
he's actually going to attempt to shake you off. So make an acrobatics check.
I'm going to acrobat the crap out of him. It'll be so acrobatic. Dude, I got a 20.
As if you were
Nat 20, man.
as if you were riding a bronco, and as an expert, with your daggers plunged into it in order to hold on. You just ride this bucking worm as if it were your everyday job.
Woo!
Radar, is your turn.
My turn?
Yes.
Well. Oh, what the heck. We'll just do one more guiding bolt this time.
Is that with? Do you have to do that with something ranged?
No, I don't. It's just
Okay.
a hand. I can use my hand.
Oh, okay.
I have a good question. Do I get a bonus to hit it because I am right on top?
I'll give you advantage.
Okay. Got a 20. Oh.
20 anything will hit.
Yeah, okay. So, I hit.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Let me roll the dice. This is pretty good.
I mean, you'd have to like roll straight ones to not kill it.
It got 16 damage. As I'm gonna put my hand right on top of it. I'm like, I hope you join Tiamat in hell. And then I'll just shoot the guiding bolt right through it.
The guiding bolt, much to your surprise, the fervor of Hadar blows out the other side of the worm as its corpse reels backwards. You actually get thrown off Hadar, and its corpse slams into the ground. Still, to move no more. Hadar, make an acrobatics check. See if you land on your feet.
I got a 10.
Okay. You're able to, you kind of like stumble and trip, but you don't fall over as you hit the ground. Near the same time as the massive corpse of this purple worm.
Victory!
Whew.
That was fun, guys, right?
Yeah, although it stunk quite a bit in that thing.
I'm just shaking off stomach slime and, trying to clean myself off.
Parts of your guys' clothes have been eaten away by the acid.
Oh.
Just
I cast mending.
By the way, Hadar, I'm going to give you inspiration for riding the purple worm.
Riding the worm!
I think that's the first time I've ever been able to use mending.
probably won't be the last.
As I see Marin mend his clothes. Would you mind fixing mine up a little bit as well?
Yeah, I cast mending on Howard.
Okay.
Ah, much better.
I want to look up to where that light was coming from.
Okay. Make a perception check again.
Yay. 6.
Still a shiny silver golden light. It's very pretty.
So it didn't fade or anything?
It's beginning to fade now that the worm has fallen. And also the weather that was beginning to stir up a torrent has also subsided.
Ugh, I wonder why one of these things attacked it. Just appeared here.
Well, they sometimes live in mountains like this, so it's not entirely uncommon to encounter them here. However, I do remember there being stories about great loot inside of them since they eat such a wide variety of things. Perhaps we should check inside, see what we can find.
I'm going to smack my hands together.
Dollar signs appear in Marin's eyes.
I want to crawl up on top of the body
Okay, go ahead.
and try and start cutting into it.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Assume I assist.
Athletics with advantage since you're being assisted. 23.
I don't know what I have to add. I didn't add a advantage to that.
Well,
That's
advantage
what
is
the kids-
means you take the higher number. So you see Neris at the top begins to start to cleave with his axe, just try and cut through the hide of this creature. It's slow going, but he's making progress. It's going to take him a while.
I assume that the mouth closed as this thing fell.
Its
to the
mouth
ground.
is open, and in fact, parts of its body are underneath the ground. So it's kind of like... hold on, I have a picture. Just a second. My double-sided tape has got dust on it, but this is a purple worm.
Oh.
So it's kind of got parts of it underground and parts of it above ground.
Is its mouth now on the ground, or is it still somehow making up?
No, this is a mini.
Okay.
That's a paper mini
Okay.
of what the purple worm looks like. I was just using it to show you how
Just
part of
double
its body
checking.
is above it and underneath it. No, its head is on the ground in front of you. Its mouth open, moving no more.
Howard will yell up, Nerif, we can just go in from the front. And I will bring out my wand and cast light on it and start walking into its mouth.
Okay. And the mouth slams shut. No, I'm just kidding. As we do that, let's take our first break.
Hello.
Hey. What'd you think of that?
It was okay. The inside of it was a little iffy, but yeah.
I wasn't certain how to deal with that. Because technically you're restrained. I think that means you can't move. But at the same time, I don't know.
It depends on how you want to visualize it.
Yeah.
Which is what the thing Lee said. So if you're like bound with ropes restrained, then yeah, you're not going to be able to cast somatic spells. If you're inside a creature, maybe you can't actually physically move to a different position, but you could probably still move your body.
I was really tempted to cast Fireball.
Inside of it, that would have been an interesting thing.
Yeah, that's what. I mean, my character wouldn't do that, so I wasn't gonna do it. But I really wanted to find out what would happen.
If you had shot a fireball inside of it,
Yes,
that would have been really funny. Probably,
Fireball has a 40-foot diameter circle.
that would have sucked a little bit.
But I would think because it would be contained within the monster, nobody outside would be injured unless, it got blown to pieces.
That is true.
Yeah.
You might take some damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably would have outright killed me. Well, not outright.
I don't know about that.
But it would put us unconscious anyway.
I was actually doing pretty well on health.
Yeah, I don't know how.
The ward.
Yeah. And I nerfed the
mean,
crap out of this thing.
I got down to 16 health.
I'm at 34, but that's because 19 of it was taken up by the ward.
Well, you guys want to know how much damage his stomach really does?
Okay.
12d6.
Holy shit.
Holy crap!
Up to 72, yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It looks like this is saying it kind of depends.
Well,
Which is what I said.
What do you think
so
about
how much were you doing?
What do you think
2d6
about using
or something?
attack rolls? I was doing like 4d6.
It felt weird to do attack rolls for it.
Should I make like a roll behind the screen to see if you get a hand free, maybe?
You know what? I thought that was fair. That, even though we didn't have to make attack rolls for those spells normally, to do that and instead have the trade-off of they automatically
There's
fail
no
their
save
saving
for
throw.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a fair trade-off.
What about instead of you guys making attack rolls, I roll behind the screen and decide whether or not, like I just do like a DC roll behind the screen to see if you can get your hands free.
I think I'd just rather have an attack roll.
Yeah, the thing, though, for me was, though, since I failed, I lost a spell slot for nothing. And it was a higher level one. And that's not something that typically happens.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, yeah, that was right. See, I was thinking, if you try to cast a spell normally and it fails, you still burn your spell slot. But you were unable to cast the spell at all, so I should probably have given you that, let you keep that spell slot. So
That's why I asked you about it.
That's a
but-
good point. In the moment, couldn't really think.
Yeah, pretty much with third level and higher, if it fails, it still typically does something. Or if they make their saving throw, it still typically does something.
Right.
But
Well, just like in this instance, you were restrained. You weren't able to fire off the spell at all. It wasn't that you tried to use it and it failed. It was that you couldn't even cast it. So you definitely shouldn't have missed your spell slot. So now, taking that into consideration, if you don't burn a spell slot like that, there's a way we did it. Okay.
so if you don't make the AC, you just don't burn
Yeah,
the
you
spell slot.
you can't move. It's like you can't get your hands up or your fingers up to move them enough to cast a spell. So it's like you end up just can't move on that turn instead of. So you're trying. The attempt is you're trying to get your hands free to be able to do the somatic component. If you can't get your hands free, then you can't do the somatic component. There's no spell involved. No actual magic happens, and so you keep your spell slot.
Could technically make it an athletics check so we don't confuse. So it doesn't have to have the same thing as the AC. and the difficulty could depend on the conditions.
That's a good idea. I like that. I'm gonna scribble it down. Sticky notes.
Granted, my athletics sucks. So
Well, yeah, most spellcasters do, so that seems fine.
yeah, but that's why it would probably be lower than the AC itself.
I tend to do ACs. Well, and ACs are conditional, so I can decide what amount of peril you're in and how well you roll. Those kinds of things.
Well, I'm talking about the armor class of the creature.
Oh yeah, because its armor
not,
class
not
was
the DC.
yeah, its armor class is pretty high. Well, I'm
Yeah.
saying with the DC I can change it, but the armor class you're stuck with something. Usually
Yeah,
high
that's why I'm
if
saying
it can
he
be
is-
you.
That's why I'm
So-
saying the DC instead of the AC.
So
Okay.
using athletics check. Does that sound good to you, Lee?
Yes.
Does it make sense from a gameplay balance standpoint? And yeah, I was asking about how large it was inside the creature. So I was thinking of casting Fly just to maybe get myself out of the acid
Oh.
and not take the damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
it caused
no.
some serious indigestion.
Yeah, the inside of it is essentially it's just a very instead of an intestine that squiggles back and forth like a human, it's just a long tube. And so
Okay.
it's just that's how I imagine all insides of creatures. I guess if some of them do have a stomach sac, but worms do not have a stomach sac. Their stomach's a long tube.
I see.
Is Zach back yet?
I'm chewing.
Okay. I have a restrained spellcasting note made and stuck in my binder. So now I know. And if it ever comes up again, you can remind me to reference that.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna close my door real quick because the fan's louder. Door's open.
By the way, Lee, do you have inspiration at the moment?
Nope.
No? I thought you did.
No, sir.
Like nobody has inspiration. That's a good thing. I brought it up a little bit, but guys, try and award inspiration to somebody at least once in a game, because I don't think anyone really knows who has it. And some people might be thinking some people have it when they don't. Just award it when something happens. Just give it to somebody. You don't need like a really big reason. It's supposed to be a renewable resource. You should aim to get it and give it every session. That's actually like what the Dungeon Master's Guide says about inspiration. It's like it should be given every session to your players. So
It's made to cause players to try and be more creative, right?
yes, the idea is if you do something cool, if you're like do some really good role playing, or you come up with an ingenious way to do something, then you get inspiration. Usually the DM awards it, but like it doesn't have to be a huge thing. If somebody just has a really good role playing moment, award those people inspiration. If somebody does something cool, give them inspiration, like Hadar got it for jumping on top of the worm. If somebody does something really cool and it tries to do something and it fails spectacularly, give them inspiration. Just as a player, look to try and do things to earn inspiration, and also look to give it away as much as you can, because it should be given away once per session at least, so that you guys can keep using it. The game.
I was going to try and...
Oh, go ahead.
No, you first.
I was gonna say the game is built for you guys to have be able to have an at-will advantage at least once a session. So
Oh,
do
okay.
it.
Well, my plan was to try and crawl out of the worm's mouth, but I ended up being puked instead.
That would have been pretty funny.
Do you currently have inspiration, Zach?
I don't know. I'm not keeping track.
On your character sheet, it says inspiration. You just click that little thing and put the dragon symbol in it.
Yeah.
That's how you keep track.
Currently, it's written as a no, but okay.
But yes,
So
please.
we're going with currently the only person who has inspiration is Dar.
Okay. Please give inspiration. Try and create situations to earn it. Try and look for a little thing. It can be something small too. Just look to give it out, and that will. I want to see it being used more often, and it hasn't really been being used up till this point.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay. Well, welcome back. And in the aftermath of the destruction of this massive purple worm, you began trying to loot its insides. I believe, Howard, you walked inside of its mouth, correct?
Yes, I cast light on my wand and walked inside of its mouth.
Okay.
I
so,
wanna
you what?
I wanna crawl down off the beast and stand next to the other people outside the mouth and say, "How's it gonna breathe in there?"
Don't know, but they'll probably come out before they run out of air. At least I hope so.
Alright, so who's going in?
I'm not.
Howard, and only Howard.
Howard and only Howard? Okay, Howard, you march bravely into the mouth of this dead worm, and as you begin to make your way down its gullet and intestines, you see that the muscles have relaxed since the beast has died and kind of opened up. It's somewhat tight but movable area. Since you are a smaller creature, you find that it's quite easy to move around. There are large chunks of broken rock and mud and slime. All inside of this creature. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Jink's still in here. 16.
16. Okay. You begin to see with the light of your wand these glittering rocks in the muck and the mud littered throughout its insides.
I will turn back towards the mouth and yell out, Marin, I might need the bag of holding in here.
I'll look at the bag of holding, questioningly, thinking, do I really want it to get all slimy and dirty? And then I groan and toss it in.
You just toss it in. He's a ways. He's
Oh,
a
he
ways
is?
inside. Yeah, he's like
Shit.
probably 30 feet inside of it already.
Yeah, I reluctantly crawl inside.
Okay, you find that there's enough room to stand inside of this beast. The passage tapers slightly as you go along, but at the beginning, there's plenty of room for you to walk around and avoid pools of acid. As you walk through, you catch up with Howard.
Take a look at that. I point towards the glittering rocks.
I grab all of them.
Okay, you pick up 4 gemstones.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
That is 12.
You notice in the light of the wand that there are more shiny things down the way.
Look, Howard, there's more over that way.
I'm going to keep walking. Also, I'm going to activate my wand.
Okay. As you activate your wand, there is you see this poof, this swirling mist about 60 feet down the tunnel. I need both
Howard
of
is
you to. Oh, sorry. Real quick, both of you need to make dexterity checks to avoid pools of acid. You hop around them.
That is going to be an 8.
Just a dex check.
Mm-hmm.
It's 13.
So as Marin hops and jumps over the acid, Howard, you slip and your boot and part of your ankle falls into a pool of acid, and you take 15 points of acid damage.
I am going to cast fly. Or actually, no, not. I'm not going to do that yet.
Yes, cast fly.
Have I gotten to where I saw the this? I go directly to that.
Okay, you went to the mist, and in digging around and rooting around the this mist that you see, you uncover a metal box that has a somewhat corroded lock on it. In fact, a lot of this box has been eaten away by the acid, and the metal is very thin in a lot of places.
Okay. I am going to attempt to. There's a bunch of rocks around, isn't there?
Around you is mostly sludge.
Okay. I'm going to take out my own personal dagger and use it to try and beat the lock off.
Okay, so you smack it with your palm a few times, the rusted lock just falls away.
Okay. I open the box.
You are possessed by a demon.
No!
I'm just kidding. That's right here.
I grabbed those other gemstones that I saw.
Okay. And you pass him and kind of continue down, picking up gemstones. There's one probably every 20 feet. Inside the box, Howard, you see a rolled up paper scroll, some rolled up black tube, and a bottle with a stopper in it and a liquid inside.
Rolled up paper scroll, black tube.
It's a rolled black tube.
Okay. And then a unknown
Bottle
potion.
with some unknown liquid in it, yes.
Oh, who's going to drink that?
Which of these are giving off the aura?
All of
Or is
them.
it all of it?
All of them.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I put those in my own backpack.
Okay, Marin, you've gotten a little bit of ways away from Howard, but you've been able to find a total of 14 stones, so 10 more than the ones you found before. 14
Yay.
precious-looking gemstones.
Awesome.
How much further back does this go?
Where Marin has gotten to, it's to the point where going further would mean actually like sliding and sliming, like getting down on your knees and kind of like trying to dig further in. It would be nasty, gross, corrosive, and probably not worth it.
Okay.
Probably not.
The smell of the insides of this creature are already making you begin to get dizzy and feel sick to your stomach.
Okay. I'll leave then.
Yeah, let's get out of here, man. And head out on our way.
Okay, Hadar and Nerif, what have you been doing?
I'm waiting outside the mouth.
Okay. Do you wish to do anything with the stinger of this creature?
Ooh, I want to see if I could, I don't know, pull it off, the creature.
Pull it off?
Yeah, just yank it real hard.
Just yank it real hard.
As you walk over to the tail of this creature, you realize that the stinger is about the length of your arm.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to take, I have a scroll kit, so I'll take one of the ink bottles out. I'll dump the ink out, and I'm gonna take some of the venom from the stinger, I guess.
Okay, make a dex check.
Oh shoot.
You're gonna prick your finger and kill yourself.
I was thinking more along the lines I'm gonna slip on the snow and just impale myself. Like, ah! This is a bad idea. 19. Actually, 20 something. It's 20 something. So
Okay, so you take your dagger out and you begin to kind of cut and maneuver it between the flesh of the stinger, and you're able to separate the stinger from the rest of the tail of the beast. So
Oh.
you now have the poison sac.
That's not what he was doing at all.
Okay, sweet. I have a giant poison sack.
Yeah, you could pour it into the bottle if you wanted to, but
Can I just? Do I have to do that? Or
no,
can I
you
just,
can keep it in the sack,
Yeah, I'll just keep the poison
but
sack.
it expires.
Quicker.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll keep the poison sack, but I guess I'll have a little some of it into the vial. I have
Okay.
like what one vial of poison.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh shoot! You're killing me. You're killing me with this. You just want me to mess up, don't you?
Why would I ever want that?
I got a 10.
Okay, so as you set the glass bottle on the ground and begin to like poke a small hole in the sack and begin to kind of like tilt it and try and get it into the bottle. You end up spilling some around the ground, but you're able to fill up the bottle, and there's a small amount in the stack. You've put enough in the bottle to maybe coat 3 blades in it,
Okay.
or dip 5 arrows.
Got it.
And then what's left in the sack that now has a hole in it.
Okay, sweet. You know, what I've always really wanted to do is like poison someone in D&D, but we never had to do that. But I'm hoping this is what this poison's for.
All of you check your drinks.
I'm not gonna poison you guys. Jeez.
All right,
Well, we are out to kill some people.
so Marin and Howard exit the mouth of this creature. Narif, have you been doing anything?
Yes, once they're out of the creature.
Okay. What do? They have popped out.
I am going to attempt to pry free the largest tooth on the creature's mouth.
Okay, make a dex check.
Dex.
Yeah, harvesting parts of a creature is a dex check.
Using brute strength for this one.
Okay, make a
Okay.
strength. You can make a strength check if you want, but
Or you can try hitting it with your axe again and see how that goes.
That's plan B. 13?
you tug and tug and tug on this tooth, on the largest tooth that's there, but it won't budge.
I want to take my axe and hack at its jaw.
Okay, make an attack roll. So as you swing your axe and slam it into the creature, you just start powdering all of its teeth, just smashing them into little bits.
I doth protest.
You doth protest.
How could I smash him into powder if I made one attack?
You made 2.
I clicked it on accident because I turned my...
Okay, then your first strike hits the largest tooth, and it cracks it in the
That's
middle,
fine.
like cleaves it off in the middle, so it's now about the size of a medium tooth.
That's fine. I will take that. I
Why are you
renamed my axe to tilde key on accident.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out how to fix that.
Why are you collecting teeth, Nerf?
Well, you need a trophy of what you've killed. But nothing better than showing the teeth of the beast. Can't.
Also, orcs like collecting teeth as well.
Also,
It's just something they do.
this broken piece of tooth is still about the size of your forearm.
That's fine.
It got a rather large trophy this time. Anyway, I go ahead and pull out the scroll that I found and looked at it more closely in the actual daylight.
Okay. Do you just know scrolls automatically like you know potions? I don't know how identifying scrolls works.
I suppose it might have the name of it on it.
There's not a name. There's some writings and instructions and a list of components.
You could have me make an Arcana check, see if I
Okay.
recognize.
Yeah,
the
do
spell.
that. Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
So I just thought of something.
Yeah.
There should be a Skyrim mod or video game mod, and if a potion is in your inventory for a really long time, you forget what it does.
That'd be really funny. You start labeling all of your potions.
I probably know what it does. I got a 27.
Okay. This scroll, you're able to see scribbled in a very, very tiny, cramped handwriting in the bottom of the page. It says Otto's Irresistible Dance.
I have a question.
Yes.
What was the creature we fought in the giant's temple that was under the mountain called a Vimraz or something?
Remoraz.
Vimraz. Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Did you take one of their teeth too?
Yeah. I took one other creature's tooth besides the worm. I can't remember what it was though.
So is everybody done?
So is
Oh, go ahead.
is everyone done like picking clean the giant monster? I'm gonna approach Howard and be like, "Hey, I noticed that you had a vial of liquid. What does that do?"
You don't know that.
How'd you
He
notice
closed the
that?
box.
Oh, it was still in the box. Oh, never mind.
He
Okay.
opened the box, looked
I
at the
actually
stuff, and
put
closed
it
it
in my
again.
pack. No, I put the stuff in my pack.
Oh, did you
I
did you leave the box there?
Did the box
so
seem
yeah,
magical when I saw it?
no, the box is not magical. It's just a box.
Yeah, I just left it there then.
How do I edit? How did I do that?
You can fix it later.
Click on the.
So yeah, Hadar,
Here.
you just saw him come out with his pack on his back, just looking super
Okay,
happy
never
about
mind then.
something.
Okay, after I finish with the scroll, I then bring out the tube to examine.
Okay,
Does it have any distinguishing marks on it or anything?
it is a black tube. Do you unroll it?
Sure.
As you unroll it, it forms a circle. It was a rolled up circle.
Very interesting. Do you guys think we should head on now, or do we have a little bit of time?
I want to point
It's
out.
cold.
It is
I want to
cold.
point out to the party the light I saw on the top of the temple.
Oh, saw a light?
Yes, it was glistening, gold and silver.
Wow.
Was the ice effect and ice attack like publicly visible, or did I just see that?
Everybody on the outside of the worm saw it. So Hadar,
Howard and Marin were inside.
yeah, and like there are still some shards of icicles sticking out of the corpse. They're just they're not really melting in the frigid temperatures on the side of this mountain.
Could have been Sora.
It's the it's divine providence, the great, from the great dragon. Let us move forward, because I have wounds to tend, and I'd like to do that on the ship and away from the mountain.
I'm gonna whip my head over to Hadar. Wait, Sora did that?
I don't think Sora did it. I mean, she could have. I didn't take her for a. As far as I know, paladins don't shoot shards of glass. I mean, ice.
Are you sure she's
But,
a paladin?
Whatever she is. Or I'm assuming she's a paladin. But either way, I assume, but I don't know. I don't think she did it. But if she did it as as an instrument of the will of Bahamut. So either way, let's just chalk it up to the great dragon god, and we'll call it a day.
I think we should go check.
Oh, okay.
I think wherever we do, we go somewhere warm.
Well, we also were told that we're supposed to stop some great dragon giant war from happening in the first place.
I'm sort of bouncing on the heels of my feet.
If you've never been one to like indulge your curiosity, why now?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You just want to see that plate armor again, don't you?
Let's go. Spend enough time here.
Very well.
I start walking away.
All right.
I will start following him.
I'll follow with the defeated look on my face.
Okay. Hadar, are you going with him?
To the temple?
No, it's
No.
the airship.
Yeah, the airship. So headed back
Yeah,
to
I'm
the
gonna
airship.
start heading towards the airship.
Okay. So as you begin to descend the mountain once more, I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Natural one.
Yeah. 8.
I got a 20.
I still have the Iron Stone. Does that give me advantage on this?
I don't remember its properties. This is just
I'm
radiant.
resistant to cold.
Oh, then yeah.
Okay. Even worse. Still an 8.
Okay. So, Howard and Marin, the cold begins to bite into your bones and freeze your joints as it works its way underneath your clothing. You both suffer 1 point of exhaustion as you all make your way back towards the ship.
What does that do?
Disadvantage on saving throws.
Yep.
Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna go take a nap anyway.
And as you sit down on the mountainside to take a nap, you never wake up again.
Not here.
Okay, as you all descend the mountain with seemingly little effort, and you find that your ship is still waiting for you, moored to the side of the mountain with some heavy spikes driven into the stone. You jump on board, happy to be around the large fire that keeps the balloon aloft. And the captain remarks, "Glad to see that your journey didn't kill you."
Nearly did.
Yeah,
Warms
almost.
himself by the fire.
Kind of.
Marin narrows his eyes at him, and it's like, was that thinly veiled sarcasm?
No.
That's,
Well, you did
that was
leave us
Marin's
here.
thought, anyway.
You did leave us here in the freezing cold. So, maybe a little bit. But
I'm gonna.
but
step
great fish
between-
alive, do you stink? Smells like you got shot out of the wrong end of a bullywog.
I'm
What
gonna
happened
step
to you?
between. I want to step between the captain and Marin, and break out my brand new worm tooth. We killed a beauty.
That's a nice piece of bone you got there. You going to carve it into something?
It's a tooth,
You can carve
half
bone.
of a tooth.
It's a very big tooth.
he seems totally unimpressed.
I'm gonna look at the captain again and say, "Well, we never said you couldn't come with us."
Aye, but we've
Never
got a
said
fire.
Never said you had to stay here either.
Well, we are supposed to be giving you passage wherever you'd like to go.
Speaking of which, Hadar, where were we heading again?
We're heading to the ruins of Orgoth. Does that
Orgoth?
ring a bell?
Orgoth
Yeah.
doesn't ring a bell, no.
Dang it.
Wasn't there some city as well nearby?
Seacumber.
Ah, Secumber. Yes, I'm familiar with that place.
Well, I hope it's warmer than here on this mountain.
Indeed it is. You'll find it a bit more dusty down there than in these frigid mountains. And I'm certain that everybody here will be happy to be out of this inclement weather. And he begins to shout commands to the crew to throw off the moorings and get the ship in order as they stoke the fires, turn the rudder, and begin to move the ship away from the mountains.
Howard is going to go to wherever we typically sleep in this ship.
That would be the deck.
Typically sleep on the deck.
Yeah, you just roll your bed rolls out on the deck. This ship doesn't actually have enough room, for whatever reason, to give bunks to passengers. There's not even really a captain's quarters.
Everyone
Strange.
just
It is rather
sleeps
strange.
on a bunk.
Yep.
I'm going to pull Nerif aside a little bit. Be like, Nerif,
Yes.
know what Sora said about a coming war between dragons and giants?
I do not.
Oh, wait, what? You were there. Anyway. Anyway, so I think we should keep an eye out.
That's just totally.
Anyway, so Sora had a vision where war between giants and dragons is a pretty big deal. Like, ring any bells now? Nerf?
Could you speak more clearly?
Okay, so it's a war between dragons and giants. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. So, what I'm saying is we should keep an eye on these guys.
Do I overhear this conversation?
Do you? Are you listening for it?
I don't know. I'm walking towards the cargo hold.
What's your never mind. Hadar, make a stealth check.
Ah, dang it. I'm gonna be shouting. I'm gonna fail this one.
We should keep
We should keep a close eye on these guys. Just heard about the war between the dragons and the giants, man. Ah, yes. Perfect. I have a 21 in stealth.
Okay. Marion, you do not overhear this conversation.
Okay.
So, do you understand?
I do, but what makes you think we're on the giant side?
It's not so much that we're on either one of their sides. It's more of like, we can't let this happen or everyone will die. Also, not to be like a racist or anything, but red dragons are known to be quite evil. So I'm just saying that this is something we should look out for.
It's not racist if they are.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna rest my hand on Hadar's shoulder and lean in close, say to him, well, I think we can make use of them for a bit longer, as long as we don't reveal too many details.
Yes. Probably. I feel like at one point they will turn on us once we find something of you.
And we'll deal with that bridge when we come to it.
Since, actually, if Howard has that flying floating spell, I mean, it wouldn't take much to blow up set this airship on fire and then just bail. That'd be a good exit strategy.
Darian, is there a roll I can make to gauge my ability to pilot this?
Let me just say that
Or,
you cannot pilot an airship without a crew, and I actually can tell you how many
Okay.
people you need for the crew.
Okay, I'm in.
If you give me just a second.
Positives.
You need 4 people for the crew.
That's all you need, just
I
4.
could be the captain and the crew.
No, you need
I'm
10
not-
people for the crew.
What?
There's
Yes.
10 people on this aircraft?
There's not even 10 people on this ship.
There's supposed to be.
There's only
Oh.
8.
There's supposed
Whoa, whoa.
to be.
There's supposed to be 10 people on the crew. How
I've
what
got
are
a-
we all doing?
I've got a couple overlapping tokens.
Sure.
What are they all
Well-
doing?
I do see a
various-
propeller on
there
the
are
other side view.
Various tasks. You have the helmsman. You have people who are here to man the armory. You have people who are here to make sure the balloon is working in proper order. Somebody's got to stoke that fire. And various other
So, I
tasks
mean-
to keep the ship in the air.
Okay.
And as
Well-
nobody here has any nautical experience that I'm aware of on land or on sea or air.
I have land vehicle proficiency.
Yeah, this ain't a land vehicle, son.
It could be.
If I try hard enough, it or if I fail, it will become a land vehicle.
Fair enough. Then you can drive it.
I'll lean into Hadar.
Okay.
Worst comes to worst, I could probably at least pilot this safely down to the ground.
I'm gonna look it up with like a stare of disbelief and be like,
Make an insight
Okay,
check, Hadar.
oh my god.
Narif, make
Oh,
a deception check.
Whoa.
Let me find it.
I got a 10 on insight, by the way.
Hadar, you think he's telling the truth. You've got faith that he can fly an airship.
Dang, this must be like Providence, divine Providence again. We have someone to pilot this airship. So
To
what's the-
Hadar's credit, I did say I think I could kite it.
Kite it?
Yeah, you know, like if a plane engine stalls, you can glide it. It's not just. I mean, if we slaughter the crew, it's not going to just fall out of the air unless we cut the balloon off or something.
Okay, well, if we can salvage the ship, it's good to know we have someone that can pilot it.
Hmm.
You continue to surprise me, Narif. You've just got hidden talents all the time.
Yes, the army offers many opportunities.
Be the best you can be. Oh,
I heard they pay for your. I heard they pay for your like to go to the some of the universities here in the country.
I've yet to see any of that money.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move over to Howard and talk to him real quick. I'm gonna ask him if he has that fly spell or the hover. What's it called? The hover spell or feather fall?
Which one? The one that lets you descend slowly, or the one that lets
Descend
you actually
slowly.
fly?
Descend slowly.
Yeah, I do have that one.
Could you cast it on all 4 of us at once?
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
How long
I'm
does
just gonna get really close to Howard and be like, be ready for the call, and then I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. It only goes for about 300 feet.
Oh, that could be a problem. Well, we'll make sure that we have more than enough.
You just
Space for
you
that.
just go skydiving until you're about 300 feet off the ground.
Actually, that might not be. Oh yeah, 360. Okay. Anyways, Howard was trying to find a somewhat secluded spot if he could.
Okay, you kind of like duck under the stairs that lead up to the helm. What do you want to do
And
under there?
I'm going to take out the black rolled up thing and cast Identify on it.
Okay. As you begin kind of turning this thing in your hand, you kind of like are feeling it, and your hand goes into it, and then comes back out.
Okay. Still trying to cast Identify on it.
Okay, keep playing with it. While he's doing that, Marin, what are you doing?
I am going below deck. And I'm going to get into here.
Oh, into where? I'm not looking at it. Into where? Alright, so you walk down, you open that last door, you see crates and barrels and just general supplies for the voyage.
Is there enough space on the floor for a person to lay down?
If you move some boxes and kind of like stack some things, you could probably make space for a person to lay down.
Okay, I do that.
Okay.
And then I close the door and I take a nap.
Okay. Nerf and Hadar, what are you doing while Howard is casting Identify?
I'm gonna rest because I'm almost dead.
Throw out your bedroll on the deck and head to sleep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Okay.
Since I do need to take a rest.
After about an hour, Howard, you realize you have learned enough about this this strange black
It only takes me
circle.
11 minutes to cast Identify.
Oh, I thought it was an hour.
No, it's
okay.
11 minutes.
Cool. So after 11 minutes of playing around with it and like putting your hand in it, taking it back out, and then dropping things in it, you find out this is a portable hole.
Okay. What exactly does a portable hole do?
I'll have to look that up.
So are you talking about it's like from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Like he puts a hole down and it's just like you can move it and
I
whatever.
think it works similar to that.
I was kind of hoping the door would be locked. I'd have to force my way in.
A portable hole. This fine black cloth, soft as silk, is folded up under the dimensions of a handkerchief and it unfolds into a circular sheet 6 feet in diameter. You can use an action to unfold a portable hole and place it on or against a solid surface, whereupon the portable hole creates an extra dimensional hole 10 feet deep. The cylindrical space within the hole exists on a different plane, so it can't be used to create open passages. Any creature inside an open portable hole can exit the hole by climbing out of it. You can use an action to close the portable hole by taking hold of the edge of the cloth and folding it up. Folding the cloth closes the hole, and any creatures or objects within remain in the extra-dimensional space. No matter what's inside it, the hole weighs next to nothing. If the hole is folded up, a creature within the hole's extra-dimensional space can use an action to make a DC 10 strength check. On a successful check, the creature forces its way out and appears within 5 feet of the portable hole, the creature carrying it. A breathing creature within a closed portable hole can survive for up to 10 minutes, after which time it begins to suffocate. Placing a portable hole in an extra-dimensional space created by a bag of holding, Heward's Andy Haversack, or similar item instantly destroys both items and opens a gate to the astral plane.
So don't
That's
put the
cool.
portable hole in the bag of holding.
Howard will think on this a little bit about our bag of holding, whether or not he wants to tell Marin about this, but we'll probably do it anyway in the end. After I identify the hole, I'm going to pull out the potion, mysterious potion, and identify that as well.
You know you can identify potions by just taking a couple drinks of them, and you know if they're poisonous by smelling them, right?
I'd rather not risk it being poisonous at the moment,
Well,
just in case.
You can tell poison by smelling it.
I'd rather keep it as it is. And
Potions.
cast
Well, I'm just
Identify
saying,
on it.
potions do not need to be identified with identify. You can determine what a potion is by smelling it or looking or tasting it, or something else. I'm just gonna tell you what it is.
Okay, that's fine. It won't make a difference because
Yeah,
I
It's
have
a-
all the time. In
it's
the
a
world.
potion of longevity. You're gonna make me look up what that does, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
It gives you immortality. Drink it, Howard. Drink it right
It
now.
makes you longer.
And
when you
Howard
drink-
definitely needs to drink it.
When you drink this potion, your physical age is reduced by 1d6 plus 6 years to a minimum of 13 years. Each time you sequentially drink a potion of longevity, there is a 10% cumulative chance that you instead age by 1d6 plus 6 years. Suspended in this amber liquid are a scorpion's tail and Hatter's fang, a dead spider, and a tiny heart that, against all reason, is still beating. These ingredients vanish when the potion is opened.
That is
Okay.
some wicked liquor.
Yeah.
Is there really one dose of it, or
I'd say there's like 3.
So we have we have a reverse aging potion. Huh.
Yep. By the way, what is Otto's irresistible dance?
It's really funny. Look it up in your player's handbook because I don't want to keep reading these things. That one's actually
I'll
funny.
look it up when I get back home then.
Yeah, you essentially. Oh, I forgot. You essentially make if somebody fails their save, you make them dance. Like they just can't stop dancing. They can't attack. And like I think attacks against
what
them have
dance
advantage.
do they do?
It actually tells you they do like a shuffle or something like that. It's pretty funny.
What spell level is this?
That I don't know.
Okay, I will look more into this later.
I'll look it
Um,
up.
How much time has passed?
At this point, about 30 minutes have passed.
Okay.
The ship has been slowly pulling out of the mountains, and you're beginning to see on the horizon what looks like much less frigid lands.
I have a good question. If we were to force feed someone like all of that potion, like all 3 charges, would they could they be like reverted to a young child?
You cannot lose years. How do I say this? You can only reduce your age to 13 years.
Okay.
You can't make them younger than 13 years.
Oh, 13 is...
Well, that's dumb.
It's levels. It's a 6th level spell.
I'm just
Okay.
thinking that would be pretty funny to use against a bad guy. And just like... Force feed him.
A teenager.
And he's like, what have you done to me? And it's like, you're a teenager now. No one will know that it's you.
Yeah. And turn the bad guy into an angsty teenager.
Make him go through puberty all over again.
By the way, Otto's irresistible dance. You choose one creature that you can see within range. The target begins a comic dance in place, shuffling, tapping its feet, and capering for the duration.
Nice.
Yes. You make people dance.
All right. I guess I will head over to Nerif wherever he's resting and bring out the portable hole and tell him, "Hey Nerif, look at what I found inside that worm." And then I spread it out into the circle and placed it on the deck.
Okay.
Sit up from my bedroll.
It's it's now a hole right where this circle is.
A hole?
Yeah. Why don't you jump inside? It's only a little, it's not that deep.
Why?
I don't know, I think it's pretty cool.
Why don't you go first?
Okay. And I will climb down into the hole.
Okay, he jumped down in the hole. Whee! Okay.
Scratch my chin. And I'll shrug and go into the hole.
You're both now in this hole. It is 10 feet deep, so it's fairly dark. There's a nice little circle. See the red
I go
building
ahead
above
and
you.
cast light. So, light it up a little
Okay.
bit.
You light up the area. It seems like the light only goes so far, and then it either hits something or disappears.
I figured this could actually be a handy place to hide if we needed to or something.
What does it look like? Just black walls and stuff?
Yeah, like it from like the light illuminates you and illuminates Howard, and then it's just black.
Oh, I see.
So if you were to if you look around, it looks and almost feels like you're just standing on nothing in the void, with a little hole of sky above you.
Can I feel like any sort of like wind or air movement?
Nope.
Well, it might not be good for lighting a fire, but we could definitely move some chairs and beds down here.
Nice idea.
Maybe some magical light.
Use up all your oxygen anyway. Oh, except I'm not there. Sorry.
And it gets oxygen as long as the hole is placed. That's
I
Yeah,
said-
it's only if somebody picks it up and then like stuffs it in their pocket.
I said lighting the fire would be a bad idea.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry.
I like it. We could potentially just hide under a bush.
Yeah.
Maybe we could break a giant's leg with it.
That's
Probably
freaking-
has a couple different
Well,
uses.
But now I have to wonder, how do we get out?
Shouldn't be too hard to just jump out or climb a little bit.
Climb on what?
I'm going to attempt to climb out of the hole.
So as you go over just a few feet and you grab what feels like this fabric, but as you grab it, like it seems to be pretty easy to get handholds, and you just pull yourself out.
See? Nice and simple.
I'm going to look in bewilderment. Huh. All right. And I'll climb out.
Okay, same thing for you.
And once I'm out, I want to bring Howard in close and whisper real quietly so the rest of the party can't hear. And hide from the infomercials.
And hide from the what?
Infomercials.
Oh.
I could hear Darian's background sound.
That's not my background sound.
Swear it came from you.
No,
Infomercials.
the
What are
sound
those?
the sound I'm playing is should sound like a ship. And turn up for you.
Hear nothing.
All right. Well, I'll turn and pull Howard in close. Could we use that place as a prison as well?
Technically, yes. Although they might be able to get out of it. As you saw, it wasn't too difficult to climb in, and
Well, I mean, if we just close the hole.
yeah, if they can force their way out by themselves, they might be able to. But I suppose if we bound someone up, then we keep them in there pretty easily.
What if you put someone in it and then put it in a bag of holding?
But that would be a
Then-
bad idea.
What happens if you put a bag of holding in a right?
Portable hole?
Yeah.
Same thing.
No, because he can. If Marin were to climb in the hole, that would rip open the astral plane. The bag of holding can go in the portable hole. The portable hole cannot go in the bag of holding.
What if we tried to pull them in on each other?
What?
Just don't do it. It's a
If you
terrible
try and
idea.
make interdimensional spaces, it really doesn't work well, and
No.
they tend to rip up.
Yeah,
all
see,
into the astral
because
plane.
you're putting. See, the bag of holding is only an interdimensional space inside of it. So when you close it, it's not a big deal if it goes inside the hole. Put the hole, which is its own interdimensional space, inside another interdimensional space, you've got problems.
What if I try to put two things in a really long thing? One end goes in the interdimensional hole and one end goes in the bag of holding.
I'm pretty sure that would be fine.
Anyway, I pulled up the hole and put it back.
We could transport very long ladders that way.
About 10 feet, but it is rather light.
I'll jump up on the deck and shout at Robert. That is a great idea. A mobile home.
Oh, wait, what?
Who's Robert?
Howard, sorry. I'll shout at Howard. Brilliant idea. A mobile home. Home away from home. A hole in a home. Then I'll collapse under my bedsheet.
Okay. Anything else today?
Yes, actually. After that, hold the box. I'll scramble out of my bedsheet again. And is anybody still awake?
I'm not going to bed until tonight. I'm not taking a short rest or anything.
Oh, it's the evening.
Oh, it's already evening?
No, actually, no, it would be about 3 in the afternoon, so you could go to bed, like, it'd be going to bed early.
Well, I'd say Nerf's been laying in his bedroll, taking it easy, daydreaming and stuff.
Howard's just been messing around on the ship.
Okay. I'll approach Howard. But that weird spear thing we saw in the Armor Ladies Cathedral. Do we still have that?
With spear thing?
Yeah, it was it looked like a metal rod.
The retractable rod?
Oh! I believe Hadar took hold of that one.
Huh. Where is that lizard?
I'm just
What is
sleeping.
Hadar then?
I'm just resting on the deck, patching my hurt.
Your heart?
My hurt.
Your hurt?
Yeah, because I'm very wounded. So I'm just like patching myself up, trying to rest.
Is this after the hour of the short rest?
Yeah, I'm still gonna rest. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Okay.
He's going to bed early.
I'll approach Hadar before he goes to bed. Hadar,
Hey, Nerf, what's up?
that strange metal rod. Do you have that? Howard said you
Yeah, I do. What do you need it for?
Well, do you know what it actually does?
It just extends. That's pretty much it.
Mind if you let me see it?
Sure. I'll give the extendo rod to Nerf.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'll look back to the door. So, just click this little button.
Yeah, just that button.
All right, I'll point it away from my face and click the button.
Okay. So you're kind of like holding it kind of like this and click.
Yes.
The rod extends.
So just from one direction?
Both directions. So you're holding it about
Both?
in the middle.
Okay, so it's like it extends like a spear then.
Kind of, yeah,
From
it
the center.
extends in both
The
directions.
Tomb Raider spear.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Have you not seen Tomb Raider?
I
The old one?
No, I played the newer one.
Or not? Oh, sorry, not Tomb Raider. The Mummy. Sorry,
The Mummy Returns? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no idea what you're
The
talking about.
the Mummy spear.
Nope. Couldn't tell you.
I know what
Well-
you're talking about, Zach.
Yeah. So, not to spoil the story, but there's an item in there, and it's a spear, but it folded up. It's kind of like a foot long scepter type of thing, but it's all folded up inside itself. And if you activate it, it expands into a full spear from both ends.
This isn't a spear though. This is a rod. There's no sharp points
Okay,
on
so
it.
And can I tell if it's purely mechanical or magic?
As you try to like look around the rod, you realize the rod is not moving.
Am I like sliding across the deck, holding it?
Yep. As the ship is continuing to fly, You're holding onto the rod that is not moving.
I'm gonna look over to Hadar. Whoa,
It's pulling you pretty quick, by the way.
this is significant. I'll
8
hurry and
miles
push
an
the
hour.
button before I break something.
As you begin to near
So
the
it's-
steps and get up, you click the rod and it collapses again and you stop moving.
So like it's the immovable rod. I can't think of a pun. Dang it. Either way, it's the rod that doesn't move. All we need to know.
Can I tell if it's magic or just mechanical?
Make an Arcana check.
Based on not moving. I assume, but-
Make an Arcana check.
I would definitely say it's magic if it's staying in place.
Yeah, it's magical.
Hadar, how attached are you to this rod?
I kind of want to keep it. It's cool.
Might you lend it to me in certain situations?
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna. It's not like it's fine. Like you can borrow it when you want.
Waiting.
I have a sheepish grin on my face. Hadar, we might have to test this thing's potentials because I see many.
Oh, okay then.
I'll hand the rod back to Hadar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
the
I
rod
would-
doesn't extend. My apologies.
What?
Okay, so it's just
It
a rod.
extends now.
Yeah, it extends now. It's about a 3-foot rod that extends to about 5 feet when you push the button,
Okay.
and it doesn't move.
Okay.
Okay, so when you extend it, it just stays in place, like it doesn't move.
Yeah, it's called the movable
Okay.
rod.
The immovable rod.
Unintentional magical item change.
Oh.
Yep.
I am so glad you kept that change because you would have just dashed all my ambitions.
I don't know what you're
And I have
planning, but
many.
I'm slightly scared.
I have some things I would like to try with the portable hole. May possibly break it.
Let's play with time space.
By the way, I would like to give Nerif inspiration for all of his antics today.
Okay,
Yes.
mark that on your sheet, Nair.
I am doing that right now.
Like I'm just thinking though, like if we ever were in a tight spot where we couldn't beat the bad guy, I mean we have a hole, ace in the hole. We'll just put our portable hole in the bag of holding, and then create a portal to the astral plane, and hopefully
I
the
don't
bad guy
think
will
so.
just fall into it.
We could probably fit the rod in there somehow and make it even worse.
We hold on to the rod so we don't get dragged in.
Oh. We'd end up in a dimension where time and space doesn't exist. It's just us and the rod.
So
Literally
I-
everything else is non-existent.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Can you attach stuff to the bottom of the movable hole?
What do you mean?
Like to the bottom of the hole? Can you attach stuff?
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
Interior,
and like on
exterior.
the inside, like
In-
trying like
yeah,
driving
on the
spikes or
inside.
something. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm worried. I'm very worried.
Does the bottomless hole or portable hole have a weight limit?
You don't know.
So many
It's-
tests to run.
It's a 6-foot diameter or radius hole. Which one?
Radius.
6-foot radius
Diameter.
hole.
Diameter. Yeah,
Diameter.
definitely diameter. It's
Okay,
not
6
12
foot
feet
diameter
wide.
with 10 feet down. Yeah, that's still a pretty large hole.
It's a very big hole.
Is it cylindrical?
Did we ever get the
Spherical.
the
Yes.
internal dimensions?
The internal
the
dimensions
X,
are
Y,
the
and Z.
same as the external ones. So it's like a cylinder that extends down into an extra dimensional space 10 feet. And has a floor.
Oh, so we can't fit a house in there.
Not an entire house.
Could fit some cushions for sitting.
Or people can't just sleep in this circle that big.
Yeah, it would be difficult for all four of us to fit. Two of us might.
Unless we
But-
want to cuddle.
I would say two of us might fit, but four would be a bit of a stretch.
Okay. All right. Nerif is going to head back to his bedroll. Fiddle with his playing cards.
Okay. Is everybody ready for bed?
So you said it was 10 feet deep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that means the area would be. Oh, wait, no, that's. I want.
Why do you want to know its area?
Wolfram Alpha, man. He'll tell you if you know how to input the equation correctly.
Just
It's gonna be
Google
36
just Google
times
volume.
5 times 10.
Don't you want
I
volume?
I know.
Don't you want volume anyway, not area?
Are you going to fill it with
That's
ale?
what I just said. I was doing the wrong equation.
Yeah.
Yes, waitress. Give us 250 gallons worth of ale in this bag.
Yeah, so the volume is 282 cubic feet. That doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't.
Mm-mm. We'll do the math later.
Oh,
I-
wait. No. It's 3 feet for the radius, so that might be okay. That might be right.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it? Is it 3/4 pi r squared? Times
It's a
the
cylinder,
height.
so it's pi r squared h.
Okay, yeah. I don't remember what. I don't know why, but I remember that. From
I'll do the
calculus.
math with the calculator.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
mean, 90 times 3.14. Yeah.
Anyway, none of you know algebra, except maybe Mary.
Oh shit! I went to college.
Howard went to wizard school.
Wizard School does not teach math.
Investigation.
I don't see why not.
saving throw. Investigation saving throw.
That's right.
Well,
Investigation saving.
that's fine. We'll
To-
just do
to
it
do
by hand.
math.
How many gallons of water fit in the portable hole?
Okay, anyway,
Anyway, is everybody ready for bed?
is it
I'm
now
already in bed.
nighttime?
The day is starting to progress. I just want to know what you're doing throughout the day, and then we're gonna time lapse.
Okay.
Nerif
Yeah.
is lazing about until he goes to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I head to bed. It's evening approaches.
Okay.
I went to bed early and will wake up before the sun rises.
All right. Marin, your dreams are plagued with these visions. You see yourself. Plagued with visions sounds bad. It's not. They're not bad dreams. In fact, they're seemingly wonderful dreams to you. You see yourself sitting, at your father's desk in your old keep. You see yourself, near the vault in your keep that is filled with wealth. You see, as from the perspective of a bird, fly over these beautiful landscapes and pastures, and you understand internally that they are yours. And this voice comes to you that says, I can find the right note. Seek out Far Azure.
Seek out what?
Far Azure. I'll type it in there.
Spell that,
Yeah.
please.
Let me double check myself. Yep. Oh, I sent that to the wrong person.
Yes, you sent that to me.
Erazur.
Okay. Do we have any hints?
No. Just
No,
that
just-
name. It's a similar feeling to that voice that came to you before. But just that you're supposed to this name, and from your dream before, you're supposed you were sent to the same town that Hadar is going towards.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Alrighty then.
All right, everybody wakes up. I must know, are you actually going to stage a mutiny?
I'm not.
No?
Not at the moment.
Okay, next day passes. Third day. Or is it? No, second. Yeah, third day of journeying. You do anything?
Howard is going to approach Hadar. Hadar, we were given this quest to take care of your family, but we really don't know much about them. At least the rest of us don't.
It's not a topic I like to discuss, usually. Where I can help.
But we are kind of all involved in this now. Are you
Yeah,
sure
you
there's
are.
nothing we should know?
Well, you know how I follow Bahamut, and, the dragon god, you know that? Well, they follow the other one, the evil one. My older siblings pretty much sold their souls to Tiamat, and murdered the rest of my family, and proceeded to turn our entire clan into a cult or Tiamat. So yeah, that's what you're looking at. They've been hunting me for a long time. I don't know why. Probably just to finish the job, but that's why I was in Nightstone, or was that the name of the town? Nightstone.
Yes.
Hmm?
That's why I was in Nightstone, because I know they wouldn't look for me near the giant obelisk there, because of how it messes with dragons. Well, it's not really comfortable for Dragonborn either. So I was just there just to lay low and maybe find a way to I don't know, maybe find some way to use the obelisk against my siblings, but then the giants took it. So it's been kind of a roller coaster.
I actually
it's
hadn't
been-
heard about that property of the Obelisk of Nightstone.
Hmm?
I hadn't heard of that property of the Obelisk at Nightstone.
Oh, well, that's right. Yeah, there was a giant artifact there that apparently ripped dragons until the giants stole it. That's correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I get that right?
Yep.
Okay.
It is now.
No, that's right. That's what I told them. Long
okay.
time ago.
I guess we just never asked. So
No, we
now we're
didn't.
finding out ages later.
It's been almost a year.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to Hadar.
I'm gonna assume that I got Marin in there before I ask this question.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Hey, Hadar,
Yeah.
can I borrow that immovable rod?
Sure.
I had also shown the other two the hole in the last 2 days,
Okay.
so I was playing with it.
Definitely can be used as an effective prison, maybe temporarily.
What is the sturdiest thing on this ship?
I'm gonna jump up and say no.
Why?
No. No,
What? You don't even
Aaron.
know what I'm gonna do.
I already know what you're gonna do. Even if I don't know you're gonna do it.
Well, then what's that? What am I gonna do?
You're gonna break something important.
You don't know that.
But
Yeah.
I feel it.
Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Don't.
I gotta know.
Don't you do it.
What's this? What are you planning to do, Marin?
I need to find out how strong the immovable rod is. What better to test it against than this ship?
If don't,
I don't
Nerf
think
is pointing a
it would
very
take
strong
too
finger
kind-
at him. With a
I don't
very
think it would take
serious
too
look in his
kindly
eyes.
if we actually broke something.
And they're just cultists, right? Like, they're not.
Like,
They follow a chromatic dragon.
You mean my brother and sister? I mean
I mean these people, these cultists.
The crew.
the crew. Yes.
Yeah, so
Well- I don't know exactly what their game is. Like, they claim that their dragon lord they serve is gone against her nature. It's very hard to believe because dragons don't really do that. But I want to wait. I don't want to, like, attack them if that's what you're going to do.
no. I just want to know if the rod can stop the ship. I doubt it.
Before
I don't think it will
Hang on.
stop the ship. I think it will break the ship. Because if
Before
you were to
Marin-
put it like in front of anything, it will just rip right through the ship.
Before we continue, I hate to do this, but could in my travels aboard the ship have an estimate of how high we are flying?
Stick your head over the side of the ship and find out.
Are we below deck?
Are you below deck? Looks
I thought
like
we
you're
were
on
above deck because that's where I was.
Yeah,
We typically sleep above deck, so
Oh, okay.
yeah
I
there's
thought we
not
were
a huge
below
reason
deck.
to go below deck unless you're married.
All
He's
right,
made himself a room.
we're
What
looking
do I
for a
roll?
fireplace.
Perception?
Yeah, roll perception.
Yay, 7.
You are really high up. Oh my gosh, you are so high up.
All right. I'm gonna turn to Marin. No, if you destroy this ship, I don't feel like falling to my death.
I'm not gonna break the ship.
I might be the punching bag for animals, but I won't die like this.
What makes you think I'm being that reckless? I don't want to die either. Listen, I'm just gonna tie some rope to the railing.
No. No, you're not.
All right, fine.
We can do this on land.
I'm gonna have to agree with Nerif because that sounds like a terrible idea, especially with us this high up.
Oh, well, you guys, whatever. I just storm off.
Man, you guys are almost doing my job for me.
I mean, yeah.
Well, Hadar, I do thank you for sharing that with us. I know it
Yeah.
must not be easy, but
Mm.
I felt it was something we probably need to learn about.
Yeah. All you need to know is that the minute we get this artifact, I know where my clan, at least where they used to reside, they should still be there in the swamps. We should go there and eradicate them as quickly as possible.
I'm gonna return to sit next to Hadar with a somber look on Air's face. This is pretty heavy duty you have. No one should have to kill their own blood.
They're not my blood anymore. Ever since they swore their lives to Tiamat, their skins turned black. Blacker than the... shoot. Sorry, I'm not really good with words.
Sut.
But it's like blacker than the blackest night. They don't even... They grew tails, and their legs now bend backwards, like... They aren't my kin anymore, they're monsters. Perverted by the magics of Tiamat. So when I kill them, I won't feel any remorse.
Hmm.
I'll
I'll look. I'm just gonna look down towards the floor of the deck. Say still. It's not right to end your own blood's life. Though it must be done in special needs.
Yeah. But I figure that many of us here have at least similar crosses to bear. And, I mean, if we normally wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the things, well, I mean, we would have never ever met each other if not for the things we've had to deal with and carry.
I'm going to promptly stand up. Forgive me, Hadar. But I must write a letter. You have inspired something in me. I'm going to head off towards my bedroll and items.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna go up to the captain.
Oh, son.
Oh, would it be much trouble for you to go and find a large boulder?
I'm sorry?
I need a boulder.
Right. So you're saying you want me to put the shit down so you can find a boulder?
Yes, and then we're going to put it on the ship. And then we're going to go up into the air. I'm going to tie something to it, and then we're going to drop it off the ship again.
Alright. As you say. He shouts out some orders that begin to let off air from the balloon, and the ship begins to descend.
Are you seriously doing this, Marin? Does this really need to be done?
It does. I need to know.
As the ship starts to descend, head over to where Marin is talking to the captain and say, "What are we doing now?"
You won't let me conduct my experiment on the ship, so I'm finding a suitable replacement.
Well, I'm also interested in seeing how much it can hold exactly. Well, carry on.
The ship descends even further. The ground's now about 100, 200 feet away. And then as it touches down, you find yourself in an unfamiliar place. As you look around, this area seems much drier. And there's the map. I just need to see where you are. There are rolling hills in the vicinity. You're not familiar with this area. None of you have been in this particular part of Farron.
Not in 50 years.
Okay, you may have. You haven't really detailed your exploits to me.
No, I have not. Because that is because I would rather not just plot out 50 years of my life.
So let's just say you never came down here.
Okay.
South of the Sword Mountains. So
I'm gonna jump up from my bedroll.
Yep. As soon as the ship touches ground, Nerf jumps up.
What the hell is going on?
We're going to conduct an experiment.
I'm going to give Marin a very piercing look.
I just raised my eyebrow and looked back at him.
Well, aren't you curious to see just how much this rod can hold?
Oh, so it's going to be a rod experiment.
Yes.
I let out a loud groan. Fine, wizard. Do your experiment.
I'm not a wizard. He's a wizard.
So,
I shrugged.
Okay, I said about finding a large boulder,
Okay,
preferably with Howard's help.
the hills in this area, and as you told the crew, they have disembarked, anchored the ship, and they are looking around. You're in a rather hilly area. There are not any easily accessible boulders. So go ahead and make a investigation check for me.
I'm also looking.
What foolish captain would land the ship in a place that doesn't have a boulder?
Told him to put it down. He put it down.
I want to look around for threats.
Okay. Go ahead and
I
roll
got
perception.
14.
14. Howard.
I got a natural 1, which brings me at a 9.
Nerif, what's your perception roll?
7.
So as you guys spend, after you've been searching for about 30 minutes, you hear the captain say, "There's one!" And as you all look, you see him pointing. And he's pointing in the air. As you all turn, you see a massive boulder flying through the air, slam into the side of the anchored ship, smashing through the hull. You see debris and splinters fly in all directions as it passes through one side of the hull and then out the other, leaving a very large hole in the ship.
From which
I am
direction?
just fucking speechless.
As you look over, as you look over back to where the boulder came from, you see hill giants cresting one of the slow rolling hills, and that is where we will end tonight's session.
Which direction?
God damn it, Barry, you broke my shit.
You wanted a boulder. I gave you a boulder.
Howard will yell out at the end, "You owe us a new ship!"
So, is it okay if Nerf beats Marin into a bloody pulp?
Probably not.
I'm gonna say probably no. That's not okay. I mean, you
But we
could.
could still beat. We could beat him up.
Yeah,
We could like at least teach him a lesson.
you could.
Don't
but-
think that Marin would just, let you do that.
Yeah, let's not have some inter-party fighting. I mean, it's not his fault that a hill giant threw a rock at your ship.
It is directly his
but he-
fault.
It is not my fault. It is indirectly my fault.
Yeah.
We would have never landed if he said nothing.
That's true. But I didn't ask a hill giant to throw a boulder at us.
Also,
Well,
like
I-
the fact that I would probably know how much it could withstand if I cast Identify on it.
On what?
The,
Oh,
the rod?
immovable rod.
Oh yeah,
I never cast Identify on
you
that
never
one.
did.
So
Well, you could sit with it for an hour and find out too.
I had such mild-mannered experiments ready.
You'd be surprised how much it can hold.
Mild-mannered. I was only going to drop a boulder.
Only a boulder.
But I won't spoil my ideas, but it doesn't have anything to do with how much it can hold.
Oh no.
Well, I was going to see if you could attach it to the bottom of the hole and see if it means you couldn't move the hole anymore.
That'd be interesting. I was also thinking if anyone gets swallowed by a monster again, you just have to pull that baby out and extend it, and then when a monster moves, it just rip its insides out. So that would be pretty cool.
There is precedent for that.
That would be a
There
hell of a
is.
way to kill the worm.
I think that's why I thought
just
it
moved.
extended, Marin, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Mercer's extends.
I don't think so. I think his works just as it does in the...
Yeah, oh well. Ours is cool, it
So-
extends.
I have a quick question. When you extend the rod, it can't be moved. It's fixed. Like you can't wave it around or anything. Like it's just fixed where you extend it.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Oh, I have another idea.
I'm happy with this surprise portable hole.
I saw that in the list of magic items that I could roll for. I just rolled a treasure hoard inside of that creature. But
Ah,
I was looking on the list of, because like it was 1d4 magic items. I was looking on this. I was like, ooh, a portable hole.
This
we
is
ever find
perfect
out-
for Howard.
Yes.
Did we ever find out what the scroll was? Because you said it was a scroll. The weird.
It's Otto's Irresistible Dance. So it's a
Oh.
6th level spell. They have to make you didn't say what type of saving throw, but if they fail, then that creature is just uncontrollably dancing where it is
It's perfect.
for the duration.
I would really like to know why someone had a box with these 3 things in it. Just like a potion of longevity, a portable hole, and the dancing, the dancing spell. Like,
It is quite the collection.
I'm just trying to think like what situation would call for all that sort of thing.
I'll leave
Maybe
that up
it was
to
just
your
their box of
imagination.
random crap.
What?
It's never random.
So maybe it was just their box of stuff. You know, it was just on hand. Not anything that they had a specific need for. You know, I have one of those. I have scrolls for stuff that I don't use.
But you have magical items that you. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
I hardly ever use Arden.
it's true, but that's because
Just kind of
Arden's
chills there.
annoying.
I also have a box full of scrolls.
Is there stuff written on the scrolls?
Yes.
We were told what scrolls they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were
That's how I
drunk.
got Fly.
Yeah,
Fly was one of
all
them.
sorts of it.
There's water breathing, detect magic, which I'm purposefully not copying down. A couple others.
Wait, why are you
There's not
purposely
detect
writing?
magic, it's dispel magic.
Oh, I thought it was detect.
No. It's dispel.
Oh, you could break a lot of stuff with that.
Well,
I already have
Uh,
dispel magic. So.
Sending.
I'll see you guys next
Oh,
week.
here